We are live. Honestly, we were. This is the whole point of this. To Queen in the building. Queen is in said building.
Queen, what's happening?
Queen, you are our first official person in the stream. We love Jonathan. Hello. How we doing? What's good? He can't stay headed to at what? Second. Oh, your second movie. Okay. But wanted to stop in and support. Thank you.
Appreciate
Queen
it.
always on time.
I'm all over the place. Hell yeah, she not playing. I love it.
She said, Queen
And I love
always
it.
on time. I love it. Jonathan, thank you so much for stopping in. Enjoy your JJK movie because I know that's what you're going to. Enjoy. Lady Serenity in
the
building, and also in the same vicinity as King. Let's also just put that out.
Wait, what you mean? Nah, gang. I done moved out.
Oh, okay.
I live in the living room now.
Oh, dang. Oh.
Nah, I'm playing.
Ooh, times got hard.
Man, look, for y'all that don't know, Lady Serenity is my wife, the love of my life, the mother of my children.
I know that's right. The love of his life. I know that's right.
Hell yeah.
That is a beautiful, beautiful thing. You all you're lucky. I'm not going to lie to all of you. You are lucky because actually you didn't get to see the starting screen because, BGM is an amateur.
He's a pro amateur.
He's an amateur at this stuff. But it is what it is. You do what you gotta do.
Your wife, I knew it. Yeah, Queen, that is my wife. Absolutely, yeah.
Yes.
Lady.
Yes. So, everyone, before we even start this lovely stream that we are both extremely excited about, so we are so thankful that all of you are here. We truly are. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna let Pope, aka King, do our lovely intro for our stream. Take it away, good sir.
First of all, I'd like to say shout out to everyone that followed before this first episode. Welcome to the Power Up Here podcast. Okay, the place where we're going to be discussing anime, comics, and games. Okay, two good guys hanging out. Myself, Pope King X, and the one and only BGM. We are in the building. Guys, welcome to the first episode of Power Pure Podcast. And we're about to get right into it. All right? Stick around, guys. Stick around.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Couldn't have said it better myself. I couldn't have said it better myself. Well, everyone, again, to double down on what our other host, King, said, welcome to the Power Up Here podcast. Our first topic today, everybody, and please, you know what? Let's switch it up. Since I see we got Queen in here, since I see we got Lady Serenity in here, and now since I see we got Lowly! Sir Deku?
Sir.
Good?
Sir Deco. We gotta get it right, man. Sir Deco in the building.
Ooh, sir, make sure you correct me when I say shit wrong, okay? Make sure you correct me, damn it. All right, I need to be corrected. Okay, so y'all make sure y'all correct me. Since I see that we got a lot of people in here who are some streamers, some of us who are not, but soon to be. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start off with the gaming topic. Let's start. What do you think about that, Pope? You think we should start off with the gaming topic, good sir?
Let's load it up and let it rock. Man.
Let's load it up. Let's let it rock. I love it. So our first gaming topic, everyone, is why do, and please, if you love anime, I think you're gonna really want to be involved in this conversation. Why do anime games fall off in today's gaming society?
Yes.
Why do anime games fall off in today's gaming society? Pope, what's on your mind, sir? What's on your mind?
Ooh, when we think about this topic, right, for a second, or when I think about this topic for a second, you know, the first game that comes to my mind is one that we actually played together, was the My Hero Academia game, right? I think I said that wrong.
Oh, but yeah, the My Hero Academia. Yeah, I know it's one. Academia. Exactly what you're talking about.
Now I spent, I think, a grand total of 3 months on it, and I believe after that it kind of started dying down. It was huge in the beginning because it was a group game, a team of 3. They definitely tried to copy the anime as much as they possibly could, but there were so much unbalanced characters, right? You had some characters that were just completely overpowered, other characters that should have been overpowered, but they were definitely not delivering. I think one of the biggest things about the anime games that don't make it, it's because they try a little bit too hard to replicate that actual anime, right? So you have what's his name? All Might, right? For an example, when All Might first dropped in that game, he was devastated, okay? And then they nerfed him. Why would you nerf legitimately one of the strongest characters in the anime, right? And, you know, they attributed it to trying to balance the game, which, you know, I think they did a great effort, they did, but I think that ultimately led to the downfall of that game. And I think that's one of the main factors that leads to a lot of anime games that don't make it. Now, we can also throw in Xenoverse, right? Xenoverse 1, and then you had the follow-up Xenoverse 2. It's actually still pumping. There's still content that they're bringing out for that game, for both of those games, actually. And, you know, I want to say that they're pulling from the whole dimension, right, of Dragon Ball Z, going to these different universes, and they're fighting these stronger beings and things of that sort. So I think one of the reasons is that it's too much balancing with the powers, and sometimes it's just not enough content, to be honest with you. What do you think, B? Those are my initial thoughts on it.
Pardon me, life was actually, I did miss some of your statement, apologize. But honestly, with a game like the My Hero, not My Hero's One's Justice, Rumble, My Hero Rumble, Battle Arena, something like that. When you got a game like that, I understand the reasoning for balancing everything, but if you are going to try to make it as realistic as exactly what I think stating is, you know, you have to make sure, hey, all right, this character, All Might, for example, we'll continue on with All Might. All Might got to be powerful as that's one of the things. But again, if you are making it as accurate to the anime, then one thing that you need to do in that game is you need to, All Might has his buff form, but then after a set amount of time, he debuffs. He goes down. He's not as strong as he was anymore. That's accurate to the anime. I get it. People want to play with All Might and they want to just enjoy All Might in his glory. But that's not the All Might we know. We know All Might that is What is going on, everyone? Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate all of you. Welcome again to the Power Up Pair podcast. I'm one of your hosts, BGM, and your other esteemed host, Pope King X, aka at King. How are you doing today, King? That we are. That we are. That we are. Well, Pope, would you like to do our lovely introduction to the podcast? I know that's right. Couldn't have said it better myself. Also, we do want to say this as well. Some of the questions that you all have had, they are pre-prepared, but if you have questions for this person during the podcast, please ask the questions. We want you to ask the questions. We want you all to be able to engage with this person. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and go straight into our special guest. Here we go. As you all can see, our special guest today is none other than Donathan.
God.
Donathan, how are you doing? Good sir.
We're here. We're having a great time. Y'all missed a lot going on behind the scenes that you really see in person with these two. So that was entertaining.
Don,
But,
that was telling too much. You did too much.
I'm sorry.
You're already telling too much. See,
You're right. You're right.
You finna get banned. You already letting people know our
right,
secrets.
right.
Like you ain't even we ain't even bring you on here for all of that, Donovan. You
Right.
supposed to be answering some questions.
Oh, okay, you absolutely right.
Telling.
Let me give the professional answer. I'm doing really well. How are you guys doing?
Diabolical.
That's
100%.
See, you already late. You already late. Damn. Already late. But you know what? It's all good. We have, as you can see, our special guest today here is Donathan. Let me give him a proper introduction. All right. Don is a blurred born poet from the Bronx, New York City. From gaining national recognition as a writer to his conducting collegiate research on Black superheroes, Don thrives at intersection of education and nerd culture. As a creative, he is deeply committed to fostering inclusive spaces for artistic growth, self-love, and somehow still finds time to stay caught up on all things nerdy. I just want you to know, Don wants you all to know this, okay? Don wants you to remember to make time for your inner child. That nigga need love too.
I love it.
Okay?
I love it.
I love it too. I love it too. So, Don, first off, we want to just say, well, again, I don't want to speak for Pope. Sometimes I feel like I do, and he doesn't correct me, and I don't like that.
It's more fun that way.
No, it's not. But I'm going to speak for myself. Thank you so much, Don, for being here. Appreciate you.
Thank you all for having me. I really appreciate it. I was very when y'all asked, so I was like, oh wow.
Yes.
I'm glad to be here.
Yes. I mean, you give such great A special guest Donathan from Sir Deco. Deco, sorry.
Oh, I love Perdico.
But yeah, you give such great insight, and honestly, you really showed that on the last podcast that we did when we talked about like One Piece and all that. You have such great insight on how you feel about it, and a lot of times you do. If you all have not watched Donathan's stream, please go watch Donathan's stream. Please, please, please go watch Donathan's stream, because Donathan, not just does he talk nerdy, okay? Not just does he talk anime. He recently has been playing uh Final Fantasy. Last night he played Marvel Rivals. He plays Digimon, which I hope y'all know October. He's already said it's booked out. It's booked out. He has said it's booked out. Don't ask him to play nothing else.
Oh, wow.
Okay. He is playing Digimon and Pokemon, and that's it. And he's like, and honestly, don't ask him for not a damn thing. So please, I already gave him a shout out in the chat. Please, please, please go follow Donathan. He is on the road to 100 followers, and also doing a special Pokemon event on August 22nd on his channel, where you catch 6 Pokemon, then you compete against apparently the so-called champion over here. You know, I can't point at him because it looks like I'm pointing at Pope, but
I am the champion. Why do you think they call me king? Yeah, go ahead. Point. Do it.
But the champion, our special guest Donathan, he said that he will be the champion of that tournament. So, and you will win a $25 gift card to your choosing. So, please, if you want to participate in that, please, please, please jump on in. All right, jump on in. So we're just gonna we're gonna ask you questions, Don. We're gonna kind of get your takes on a lot of the anime culture, all of that. I have some questions here from the Discord. I also have, hopefully you all in the Discord and in the chat right now will ask questions to Donathan as well, because you know we want you all to ask him questions, and just, you know, let's keep this going. So Donathan, let's just we introduced you, but let's get to know you a little more. What got you truly into anime? What was the thing that like drew you, or who got you into anime?
That's a good question. My siblings are they're huge, or at least at the time they were huge anime fans. They grew up more with Toonami than I was. I'm a 90s baby, but they are early 90s. So they were introduced like Inuyasha. My sister was in love with him, obsessed. So they watched a lot of that before me. And then when I come out the womb, out the vagina, and watching anime now, I'm like, what is this magical world? I'm introduced to Inuyasha. I'm watching Sailor Moon early in the morning when I'm getting to school, Pokemon, Digimon, things to them. Like, I'm watching all of these things. And that's kind of like bringing me into the culture of like what anime is, you know?
That's awesome. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. King, you got anything that you would like to ask Sir Donathan here?
Oh no, I've got 3 special questions for him, but that's towards the end. Um, that's towards the end. I am curious though. I do have one specific question that's been bubbling in my head. So I know that in the intro that we did for you, you're a poet. So I'm curious, what got you into poetry, and how long have you been doing poetry?
Yes, nice, beautiful question.
Oh gosh. This is so, you know, sometimes chat, when you make enough bios, you do enough of these things, you just don't get used to any of it. I've been doing it for professionally. I got my master's in 2020. I've been doing it since 2020, so 5 years, 6 years now. I've been very blessed to do a couple festivals. a couple writing opportunities around the United States of America. So that's my little short blurb of that part of my life. Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing.
Okay.
Thank
Brother
you.
to the night. Okay. Okay.
Jonathan, I hope you know what you got yourself into.
I'm fully
I
understanding.
hope you know
I
what you got
just really
yourself
want
into.
to.
Because listen, what you did was you got yourself into something on screen now. Now you're on the screen with us, okay? That's different being in the chat. All right? You on the screen with us. That's even worse.
Yo, I can
Okay?
die.
That's even worse. All right, so Jonathan, actually Poe brought up a great question. And if you all are not following Jonathan, he also is on the Clock app under life of dot Jonathan life of dot Don, and excuse me, where you can see him doing poetry, even him in an interview, just like he kind of is now. And where he looks like he's handling it much better than he is with us, but that's neither here nor there. Oh, we got raided. We were raided by little nerdy Zaylin.
Raid.
WW raid. Hello, Raiders.
I'm not looking at Twitch.
Hello.
So just everybody.
Hello, Raiders. Thank you all so much for being a part of this special podcast where we have a special guest today. As you can see, our special guest today is Jonathan, and one of the nerdies, so we have been just asking him some questions, just trying to get to know Jonathan a little bit more. So let's continue on with that. So Jonathan, you said that your siblings were the ones that got you into anime, so I'm assuming that they must be a little bit older, not much older.
Yeah. Listen, Papa was a Rolling Stone. So my oldest sibling is 40. I want to say 45.
Okay.
But my second oldest sister, she's 35, 36 now. So she was the one that like kind of really got us into it, got me into it when she was taking care of us, when everybody's doing a whole bunch of other stuff. So, yeah.
That's beautiful. So like what was the so you were introduced to plenty of animes, but like what was the anime that really grabbed you? What was the one that really caught your attention and made you go, "Ooh, I want to know more about this type of stuff"?
The Hood's anime. This is the Hood's anime. If you don't know what the Hood's anime is, you might not be from the hood. Dragon Ball Z is the Hood's anime. Like I don't even know at what point I jumped into it. I just remember watching it, and this was before I was in the boys. But I was just watching it. I was like, these niggas is throwing hands. And this was like when Toonami used to show blood, guts, arms chopped off. Like, what a time to be alive. And Dragon Ball Z really, really, really pulled me in. And I think what insta-locked me, which I'm pretty sure insta-locked everybody, was the moments Krillin died and Goku went Super Saiyan and he yelled at the top of his lungs for like 49 episodes. Like, we watched all 49 and we were happy about it. And yeah, Dragon Ball Z was definitely the one that locked me in for life, for sure.
Yes,
for sure.
That's literally my favorite anime of all time. So, yeah, 185,000%, 185,000%. So, again, chat, if you have any questions that you would like to ask Jonathan, please type them in the chat. And if you want to do hot takes for Jonathan, exclamation hot take or opinion, and then your hot take will be spoken and asked to Jonathan to see what his thought process is on your hot take. So, Pope, you got anything, another question or anything, sir? You want me to keep going?
I do have another question. I was just curious. Wait, I think I'm going in and out. Hold on. Mic check, mic check,
You sound
mic
good.
check.
You sound
We
good.
hear
Yeah,
you.
you guys can hear me? Is this thing on?
We
Okay.
sound like yourself.
So, Donathan, I see you have a quite exquisite beard. I was just curious. What is your grooming routine for that thing there?
Well,
No comment.
I
Curious. Oh, I'm
I
going
just
out.
have
You minute.
done.
Oh, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Yeah. So you were saying? Huh?
You've been
Can't hear
here.
you,
We've
Jonathan.
heard you the whole time.
Oh.
I have done many an interview, and this is just not any of the questions I've ever heard before. Um, Thankfully, all the people in my family we grow hair really, really, so I don't really have to do much to get a beard. Just to take care of it, use your wash your beard wash. You comb it out with your comb, and this is really something right now.
Okay.
That is
So
the
genetics
secret.
is the answer. Got it.
So genetics is the answer.
You will be surprised how many guys
Hey, nerdism.
come up to me randomly. And when I say randomly, I was teaching and I'm taking care of the kids, and this teacher came up to me and said, "Yo," and I'm new there. So I'm like, "Yo, what's up?" And he's like, "So your beard." I'm like, "Huh?" And he like, "How you grow it?" And I'm like, I just it's just natural, sir. It's not like we have children here. What the fuck are you worried about my beard, sir? So I get this I get that all the time too. It's
You see, it's a valid question. It's a very valid question.
if I could
But
donate,
yes,
I would. I would.
So Don, I'm gonna just let you know, and this is literally a warning. That's a precursor.
that's
Okay,
crazy. That's
to what
crazy
is
that
coming.
you giving me up like that.
Okay,
That's
I didn't.
wild
I
that you
didn't
giving
give
me
you
up
up.
like that.
I did
Yes,
not
you
give
are.
you
That's
up.
enough.
No.
You said it. You
I
didn't
give
even
you up.
say
I had
anything.
the skill
Just
after
let
watching
it
Pope
happen.
play. I thought I got the skill watching Pope play Call of Duty all the time. But in these moments, I'm like, huh, he's even more wild.
None of you truly understand. Okay, none of you, nobody. You all get a glimpse of Pope. Okay,
Nobody
I get
knows.
the trouble I feel. Okay, like you all get a glimpse of Pope and how he is. I get this 24/8. Okay,
Yep.
24/8.
Bless your heart. Bless your heart.
Oh, it's entertaining. It keeps my day going. I'm trying to tell you. Okay, my day be rolling because of it. It is amazing.
Period.
So, I'm gonna actually ask a question to you from one of our lovely supporters, who's also our mod, and your mod,
Shout out
and
to the mod.
Zaylen's mod.
Oh, triple OG mod.
Oh, I'm pretty sure she has more people that she mods for.
She's a busy mod.
She's a busy mod. Busy mod. I guess technically I already and Zaylen looks like Zaylen got it. So the first one looks like I already asked. Okay, I like this. So she said one of the questions she asked was, which anime character do you relate to the most and why?
Ooh, that's a really good ass question. Anime character I relate to the most. I really love. I don't know if I relate. I kind of resonate just with what they have going on. Is one of my top three is Bleach. I love Bleach Down. I really resonate with Ichigo. He's not my favorite character, but the way he navigates struggle and grief and moving forward is a really beautiful thing to see. Unlike most of the main characters in shonen that we see, because I think a shonen trope is like, Naruto he struggles, but it's just a lot of talking, and the goal is his end goal is to be Hokage. Luffy is on his journey and is really a happy-go-lucky. But I feel like Ichigo is like put in this situation. He has to just make it through to the end. It's not about like having an end goal. It's kind of just making it through life and overcoming whatever's put in your way. And I really appreciate that because I think with life, there is no end goal. You die, yeah, but like there is no peak because I don't think you ever stop growing. And I think that is kind of what Ichigo is about. And that kind of goes inside to like what people say his final Bankai is when it's like released, like potential and what his trip would be. So I say Ichigo is definitely up there for sure.
Beautiful, beautiful. That was stupendous, sir. Such an answer. Such an answer. Would you
Thank
agree?
you.
Would you agree, King? That was such an answer.
Well put together.
Well put together. Ooh,
Yeah.
I don't. Hold on.
I mean, I'd expect nothing less from Donathan.
Oh my God.
I agree with him.
Thank you.
I'm just trying to soften you up for later.
I'm like, you don't understand my level of anxiety. I already can't look in the Twitch chat. You don't understand my level of anxiety the moment you said I have questions for later. And I'm like, this motherfucker right here.
This is the and those are the end of the stream. That's when we're actually done with the stream questions. Right. So yeah. Precursor. Like I said, precursor.
Giving it away.
You already did. What are you talking about?
Okay, that's
They're brothers.
And we're happy and we're singing and we're colored.
And ain't no high fives being passed around here.
Give me a high five.
No, we
Hold
can't.
On now, wait a minute.
Yes,
listen, we can. My hand up right now. Just put your hand up to the screen, gang. That's all you got to do. Put it up to the screen.
How am I going to give you a high five? I can't even see your face.
You know what, man?
This is the same question I asked you last stream, and what was your answer? I don't know, but go. But
I told you I
scissors.
had scissors.
Like
I'm glad I can mediate this. Glad I could be here for
it. Okay. I do have a question though. I do have a question pulled from our Discord. I think it's one of the sets from Loli. It kind of the most surprising plot twist you've seen in an anime.
Nice. Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Okay. That's real good. I would say one I just would have never seen coming is Attack on Titan. And like Attack on Titan has a lot of plot twists in it. And I think that is why it really took the world by storm, because it wasn't just like fighting, it was a lot of dialogue in it, especially if you read the manga. It's just like, y'all talking too motherfucking much for me. But the moment when they're in the Founding Titans world and Aaron's there, he's talking to his dad, and then it's like the plot twist that comes out first, where it's like Aaron like knew this whole time, and he was got his dad to go back. Spoilers if you haven't watched it. It got his dad to like freaking eat the Titan. We was trying to figure out how that happened, and then we found that out, and Aaron was the cause of that. And then on top of like him killing his mom, that whole string of episodes, it was like plot twist after plot twist after plot twist, and it really shows you how addictive somebody could really be. Like, I don't know if I hate people as much as Aaron does. Like, I think I hate people, but Aaron really had beef with the world, and I feel like I might need to aspire to that level of beef, you know?
Beautiful. Wait, why? Why would you want to inspire?
He really thrived. You know, he really pushed. He got his goal. He got his goal in the end. You know, sometimes
that part's true. He did.
You really have to like lock in. When somebody tells you, chat, that you can't do something, You really need to lock in and you let that fuel your fire to get to where you need to go. And I resonate with that. Don't like eat them and like destroy the world, but like, you know, like
That's why I was a little worried. I was like, wait a minute.
you gotta find the motivational part of it, you know? Don't like
Don't like eat them and destroy the world. Debatable sometimes.
you know,
But
I'm
you
not
know
into
what?
cannibalism.
But you know what? I'm talking about the destroying the world. But that's not this type of podcast. If you want to know those type of podcasts, please follow Pope King X, aka Tough Talks, on the Clock app to be able to see those tough talks every Tuesday with his wife, Lady Serenity, or on TikTok or the Clock app. My apologies, Hooked on Serenity. So shameless plug. I'm gonna make sure I have a. I'm gonna get a command. I'm gonna put a command on that for you, King.
She
I
makes
need to
really
get you a
cute
command.
she knits really cute stuff. Shameless plug for that too.
You got to say crochet or she'll kill you. I mean, kill me.
Yikes. Crochet.
He said, "Kill you." I mean, kill me.
She crochets really beautiful things and she has an Etsy page. Really affordable.
She
Been on there. I
does.
plan
She
on
does actually. And you know what? We're gonna make sure we have all that type of stuff plugged.
period.
I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna make sure that's all put in there. But Donovan, you said that you are a teacher, correct?
I am.
You are. And what grade level do you work with again?
Fifth grade, you know, right before they get to high school and they lose their minds, you know, before puberty smacks them in the face, you
Ooh,
know.
that's before middle school. That's even worse.
What? Listen, I get
Okay.
them kids, and they sit down.
Oh, I ain't say they didn't. I'm just saying that's before mid. Now, chat. Y'all know we could debate about this because I'm also in education. So, but
You teach.
but the reason I asked this is because I was curious, like, how many of the kids in your class, like, know or watch anime and talk to you about anime, and like when they do they have are their perspectives a lot different than what you would anticipate for a fifth grader?
I think that's probably like one of my favorite parts of teaching. Like they think I'm like the coolest thing on sliced bread when it comes to anime. Like, because I have anime hats and I don't mind coming to work with an anime shirt on or whatever. And they think I am like the coolest. They also think I'm probably like 40 years old. It's like, you old as hell. Like, oh my God. But they think I'm like the coolest thing. And they usually talk, their generation is more like Black Clover, Demon Slayer, My Hero, so Boruto. One of my students one time, he was like, Boruto versus Black Clover, Boruto's better. And I'm sitting there like, oh, that's insane that you would say that out your mouth. But then I have to realize, like, that's their generation. And not everything is for us. And I think a lot of times the anime community has a hard time with realizing what may be more catered to children and what may be more catered to adults, like crafted fully for adults. And I think we're all able to enjoy it. Like, there's adults still playing Pokemon, collecting Pokemon cards, playing the Pokemon game. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to play Pokemon in motherfucking months. Like,
Same.
I still love Digimon. Digimon is, you know, created for children. Same with Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Was created for children. Grown ass people still playing it. But, you know, in its essence, these things are created for kids, or in their essence, that is their core hopeful audience. It just happens that a lot of us are children at heart. So we enjoy these types of things. And they usually ask me my hot takes, but they don't really know what I'm talking about. Like if I talk about Yu Yu Hakusho, they're gonna be like, "What's that?" Like I don't even think they would be able to. I don't want to say sit there and watch it because there might be an appreciation for it, but Demon Slayer and like Solo Leveling has brought a level of animation that I don't think people are able to appreciate when it comes to older stuff. Because a lot of older stuff is just drawn completely different. And it was just a different time. And I don't think that translates across age groups, period.
Yeah. No, I definitely, first off, the first part about the kids being extremely hype about you
Yeah.
like loving anime. I completely understand that because I know when I even the high school kids that I
Uh,
work with or I'm with, when they find out I play video games and I love anime, they like, "Oh, Mr. William, let me find out." And I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, I'm also human." So
maybe one in my handle. I'm like, no, no.
that part, that part, that part. But no, like it's really intriguing though, and that's kind of why I asked you. It's really intriguing just kind of finding out how the kids are with you
Mhm.
in this category because at this point day and now day and age, anime is so vast and it's
It's
so
so huge. It's not the
worldwide
same.
compared to when like you were a kid or when I was a kid or when Pope was a kid or when a lot of us in the chat were kids and you were a nerd, at that point in time. And it wasn't a socially accepted nerd. You were
Yeah.
a like damn near put in the closet nerd.
Uh,
So like
I agree.
so
I
like
agree.
that's it's really I just wanted to kind of I wanted the audience to see how a different perspective is from a person who works with kids and how they see kids now that watch anime. Because playing video games, that's easy. That's
Yeah.
easy for a
But anime
child.
is different. I agree. Like growing up, 90s into the 2000s, like anime was not cool. Like, and I was a Naruto running around. Like I said on my screen, I was a Naruto running outside kid. Imaginary place from the playground, in school, outside of school, like sitting in the library reading manga just because like that's what I wanted to do. I didn't want to do homework. I didn't want to play sports yet. Like I really just wanted to be a nerd, and it wasn't cool. That was like one of the like, and like I said on my stream, that was one of the top three things I got bullied for. I got bullied because I was big. I got bullied because I was a nerd. I got bullied because I was queer. So it was like you kind of had your lick of the pick to pick from what you wanted to do with me. But I think, like I said before, like I went to an anime festival this Saturday, and seeing parents be with their kids, full down, dressed up, Tanjiro cosplays, like Pikachu's. I don't even freaking know what half of these people are. But their kids are just having like the time of their lives, thinking everybody cosplaying, everybody selling this stuff is like so cool and amazing. Like that is what it's all for. Like I think that is what the enjoyment of like living and breathing what you enjoy like into your adulthood, because there are kids, like you said, as teachers that think it might be weird or think it's uncomfortable to enjoy these types of things. And I think it's important that we offer them the space to have that enjoyment as parents, as educators, just as people on stream. Um, Streaming, like it's super important to uplift and breathe those types of things, especially now more than ever. Because I know for me, like telling kids and stuff that anime and cool and stuff, like they literally their eyes light up like crazier than like anything they ever seen. And there was a debate on TikTok the other day with a grown woman, and she was talking about like I just think liking anime as an adult is like just so weird and stuff. And I just always want to like pose the question like what does my happiness have to do with yours? Like my happiness, like what I find enjoyment in that is not hurting anybody, like how does that affect you? Because I think when we have adults that think like that, that's how we breed kids with lack of self-confidence, children that don't feel comfortable with themselves or what they enjoy or what they like. That is kind of where that mindset stems from, with like questioning why do adults like these things, and we're questioning why adults like these things, that's going to trickle down and then question why do kids like these things as well.
Yeah. Beautifully said. Beautifully said. Beautifully said. Pope, you got anything, my good sir? Do you want me to continue?
No, just to build upon the current conversation we're having, I think it's our generation that has legitimately kicked in the door to the acceptance of anime.
Literally. Hmm.
Um, I
Yes.
know when I think back about my upbringing, I know a lot of the adults during then when I was like 5, those that were considered adults, um there was anime wasn't as big as it is today, right? We had
Ah,
the regular cartoons, right? You had your Daffy Duck, your Wile E. Coyote, your Bugs Bunny, your Elmer Fudd. It was the rise of cartoons in general. But in our generation, there has been a significant acceptance towards anime.
Mhm.
And I think we have truly allowed the next generation to enjoy that. Like you were saying, you were being bullied because of, the three different factors, your love of anime, you being queer, and also you being heavy. But now, because we went through those type of things as children, being bullied, being attacked because of the different things that we enjoyed and we liked, or depending on how we were growing up, the next generation doesn't necessarily have to go through that because they have adults that have a clear understanding of what it is they're going through, what it is they like, and exactly how to assist them in navigating their emotions when it comes to these things.
Yeah.
I think it's a beautiful thing that our generation was able to accomplish that,
Mhm.
and even as adults, we still are able to show our love for anime.
Mhm.
I think if any adult at this point in time was to say, "Oh, why are you sitting down watching cartoons?" They kind of deserve to just get slapped because I mean, this is what we grew up on. Like, give me a break.
Period.
Plus, anime now is getting to a point where it's not even because remember it was just Japanese at one point.
Child.
It was
Now,
just
now we're
Japanese.
looking at
Now
Chinese,
Then it
Korean.
was sub,
exactly,
and
exactly
then
Yeah.
that
right.
right. And then we have manhwa and the Chinese
Mm-hmm.
style of it. Like it like has truly taken the world by storm.
Yeah.
Like Netflix just reported, like I believe anime is like one of their top 3 or 5 categories, and it's specifically English dub. So anybody that hates English dub, like, it's winning over on Netflix.
And it's funny because it's something that we can't deny anymore, even as adults, because
Mhm.
it's integrated into corporate America, right?
Literally.
And America is making money. These countries, these studios, are making money off of these animations. I mean, how many conventions do we have a year um, that
Oh,
that
yeah.
have anime part of it or is anime based? So, when we look at that, I think we've made some good strides when it comes to the acceptance of anime, and that's really all thanks to our generation,
Serious.
our inner child receiving that love and attention.
To
I
pick
agree. The only regret is when you have older parents, because my parents are old. Only regret I have is like my parents did not see playing video games the whole time was gonna be a job. Like if they just
Yeah, mine either.
if they believe that me playing Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2 all day would have made me money, I believe they would have just let me do it all day. And now look at us
Yeah, it's
streaming.
true.
I'd be so mad. I'm like, y'all just didn't see it. Just didn't
But
see
you know what though, you can't really blame them because they're coming from the era of having to be,
it.
doctors, lawyers, having to have a degree, having to be successful in corporate America, or just in general. So, things have just truly evolved also
I
with the
agree.
help of technology. So you can't really blame them. You just kind of got to show them that I can make as much money as a doctor playing a video game, which is absolutely fucking true. Or
Sure.
even if you get to the point of developing games, now you're on a
Shout
different
out
tier
to the
level.
game developers. Shout out to y'all because
you make more.
I can barely color in the lines, and y'all be 3D and arms and motion, whatever the fuck, and blur and period.
Yeah.
So shout out to y'all.
Shoot, I mean now think about the fact that you can make more than a doctor just from playing a video
Yeah.
game.
Literally, like
Like
Yeah.
being a
It's
nerd really
true.
will
You
pay your
can.
bills.
Yeah.
being in there, play your bills, and to piggyback on something that you said, Pope, how corporate America is really utilizing anime. Just think about how we get subtle Easter eggs in movies,
Hmm.
Yeah.
in TV shows,
Hmm.
um, in books. Like there's so
Yeah.
many subtle Easter eggs. Shoot,
Mm-hmm.
commercials. Like
Mm-hmm.
how many times, and let's be real, and this is not just for me, this is not just for King, and this is not just for Don, this is for
Sure.
you all too, chat. How many times have we seen on the TV, on our phone, whatever, that's not actually a anime, say it's over 9,000?
Yeah, absolutely. There's always these subtle references.
Also, the Akira slide, the famous Akira
Mhm.
slide.
Yes, Lord.
The Akira slide is in everything you can think of that is not animated. You just don't know it. I swear you just don't know it.
Yeah.
I swear you just don't know it. Like, oh my God.
Anime is so it's such a it's its own fresh of breath air.
Mhm.
It's its own like it's its own lane. First off, let's also put that out there. It's definitely its own lane, you know, and it's just so it's so intriguing and so because there's so many different types. You're not even just talking about like Dragon Ball where you have a
Right.
blast that come out your hand. No, you got political animes, you got romance animes, you got
Yeah.
fantasy animes, you got medieval anime. Like there's so many
Horror
different
animes.
types of horror animes. Exactly. There's
God.
so
Yeah, with
many
that.
different types of anime that can appeal to somebody, but it just
Mhm.
takes one person introducing that person to that anime for them to be hooked.
Especially
Absolutely.
like when even corporate like wise, like I know people that cosplay and get flown out, all expenses paid, like for especially I know a lot of Riot, which is like League of Legends, like people that get flown out to these Riot events to just cosplay at their event. Like they get to Worlds and MSI, all of that. Like it is truly, if you this is a time if there hasn't been a time to be a nerd, it is truly a time to
Now,
be a motherfucking nerd
yeah,
right now.
That's
absolutely.
true.
Yeah, being a nerd and being a geek is in. It's the thing. It's the fad. It's
And
the wave.
At the
And the
moment, it
funny
ain't
thing
going
is,
nowhere.
it's been in though, but
mm-hmm.
it just wasn't respected or accepted. It's been in, but it's now. It's like and it's like you don't have a choice but to accept it. You don't have a choice but to love it. Your kid is a geek and a nerd. Are you going to unlove your child? No, you're not going to.
Period.
You're gonna have to accept that. You're gonna have to start fucking doing cosplay with your kid.
Period.
Just to make sure your child understands that it's okay to be like this. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it.
And actually, King, let me ask you if I remember correctly. I think you said to
Mm.
me that you had your son sit down and watch. Actually, no, you didn't say it to me. You were talking to me, but we were on the pod.
Mhm.
You had your
Yeah,
son sit down and watch Dragon Ball, and he was just
Oh,
captivated, wasn't he?
absolutely.
I
We
could
we
cry on
go
my
through the
side.
different. Yeah, we that's it's yeah, and I remember exactly what we were saying, and it was I know I was saying it was along the lines of it's something that I plan on sharing with my children, and hopefully it can transfer to the next generation to their kids. But that's the power of anime. That's the strength of being a nerd and being a geek. It's safe.
Yeah.
It's okay. But yeah, we've sat down and we've watched the episodes of Super. We've watched the episodes of the original Dragon Ball. So we're going through it. But he
It's so
definitely gets captivated. I think that he reenacts it a little bit too much with all of his punching and throwing, but he definitely has his little attack pattern move where he stands up and he has both hands, one hand under another, and both of the fists open as if he's like about to shoot a blast, and then he attacks. So I
the
think
new
he
generation.
so he's got his own little super move going on. But yeah, I definitely put that into my children, both
That
my
makes me
son and
so
my
happy.
daughter.
Lady
That
Serenity
Yeah.
makes me
also said
so
that he
happy.
Naruto runs through the house.
And
Oh,
we never taught him the Naruto run. He just kind of picked that up. And
he's a
yeah,
nerd.
He's a
It makes
yeah,
me so
natural born
happy.
nerd. I
It
love
yeah,
makes
it.
me happy because
natural.
I remember with my dad, like my dad never like didn't even probably fucking know what an anime was. And of course I was always going to the library. So I used to rent movies and stuff, like anime movies, and especially when I started my One Piece journey years ago. You got to get on that shit early. And I would just watch them in my room, and he would come in and watch them with me. He didn't know what the fuck was going on, but that's how he kind of got at least into it, and that's how we used to bond. And over a period of time, he's like, you ain't getting another CD, you ain't bringing another one home, so we could watch. I'm like, damn, like, what the fuck? Like,
This is my shit.
all right. But like, I love that. I love that because like I see that in like Pope and what he's doing too. Like that's so important. Like even if
Yeah.
Nobody understands what's going on. Like you remember that forever. So it's
Yes,
just it's so
absolutely.
amazing.
I do
Absolutely.
also want to real quick read this from the chat. Little Nerdy Zaylen said the Akira slide was done in the TMNT 2012
It
movie
was.
while Leonardo was on horseback. Definitely would break a horse's legs. But you know, and I don't have kids. I actually don't have kids, and we are trying to have children. But as you can see in my background,
Your kid is fat.
you listen,
Yeah.
you don't have to love it, but respect it.
Period.
That's how it is in my house, because it ain't just you're all you all see is just my area. That's not the whole room. Okay? Because on the other side is my wife's side, and that's how, and she has all her anime and stuff up. She got stupid Shishomaru up. I tell her to burn that damn scroll.
What? Don't do
I tell her
that.
every time, burn that damn scroll. I can't stand his long silver haired ass
What?
wanna pretend like he's cool and shit.
He was cool.
But you know what? That's besides the point. But my point is that like we have keyblades up, we got swords, we got
I love it.
like everything. We are nerds through and through, and I mean shit, their dad will work, hopefully not. Hopefully not. But right now their dad works part-time at GameStop. So like I'm being a nerd is truly the biggest fad right now. And if only our parents at a young age understood that, yeah, I can make multi-million-dollar corporations. I can make my own corporation just from being a nerd and just from playing video games and watching anime and doing all that type of stuff. Man, life would be so much different. Life.
You know what? One day y'all gonna be. You ain't gonna be at GameStop. Y'all gonna both be at DreamCon and BlurCon and all the big cons doing this podcast. So you know what? It's coming anyway.
I appreciate that. We appreciate that. I'll speak for us on this one.
We manifesting good shit here. So y'all, it's gonna be Twitch, but guys, we're booked. So see y'all at BlurCon 3 days and period.
I know that's right. We appreciate that.
Absolutely. Yep.
Appreciate that. My Lord. Trust and believe. They wouldn't be able to handle us. I'm just saying.
I think they can handle one.
I'm just saying.
They're going to have to call security. Shit.
They wouldn't be able. They would not be able to handle. No, you're right. They are going to have to call security.
Security.
But the security going to have to stay down on the ground while we up on our podium, because trust and believe, we gonna be talking shit.
Yep.
We gonna be talking shit.
Yeah.
And remember, Chad, I'm the cool and collective one.
Yep.
Correct.
We gonna be talking shit.
Don't let this calm exterior fool you.
That part. That part. That you see that Kamehameha brewing in the background? Okay. You see that Kamehameha brewing in the back? Trust and believe. Instant transmission Kamehameha. I'm just saying.
Man, fuck all of that. Big Bang Attack. We ain't got time to talk about it.
Really where it's at.
That's also why he covered up. I can't even point at him. That's how much I don't care about his stupid ass.
Man, you got why he pointed all over the place. There ain't nobody trying to hear it, man.
You're right. I sure do. Sure do. Got pink hair. Got pink hair behind me right here, and this is, and look, this is Air Force energy pink hair, okay? Like, let's not.
He definitely did have Air Force energy. Now he talked a little too much sometimes.
He did.
He got his ass whooped. But he definitely was down for the get down when it was time.
He did. But now
definition of welcome down.
This one right here, this picture is straight Air Force energy. He got a whole jumpsuit.
Super Saiyan 4 Goku,
everything.
Definitely had Air Force energy. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Honestly, Gogeta had Air Force energy. He just played too much.
Oh yeah. What?
No.
And I'm talking about Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta.
Jiren had black Air Force energy
Oh,
from the time he stepped on. You gotta admit that one. He
and
did.
them
Yeah,
Air
he
Force
exuded
was
pressure.
Get
dirty.
away from me.
That's all.
Who you talking to? You talking to
He
Goku like that?
he
That's
exuded
crazy,
pressure.
bro.
Like that man
He used
exuded
his
straight
mind.
pressure.
He used his
Yup.
mind to push people away. He said, "I'm not even gonna fight
That part.
y'all."
That part
Next.
won't even touch you.
Hello.
Don't even touch you.
Period.
Germaphobe. Don't want it. Nope. Mm-mm. like mm-mm. Nope. I don't want it. I'm gonna hit you with my eyes. Like, like this
Or
is the
that
energy
part.
you get.
That part.
No.
How
Mm-mm.
he beat you up with his eyes, man?
Right. Right.
Right.
Could you
It's all
imagine?
about hands. It's all about hands.
Could
Man,
you
it was just
imagine
crazy.
explaining that to your friend? I got my
Yeah.
ass beat by this motherfucker who's only used his eyes.
And no beams. Just air flew.
Right. Air
That's
flew
true.
from his eyes and punched me to death.
Make it make sense.
Punched
my
me
God.
to death. Not just did it punch me to death, it punched me off of a whole tournament stage.
Hello. And now we might not exist anymore.
My God. So Don, which anime world would you want to live in for a day? And you know what? I'll finish this because Loli has this here. Oh my gosh. And if you could, don't say this just because of the fact that I'm reading this, please. Actually think of something different, my God. It says,
If it's good, I'm walking out.
which anime world would you want to live in for a day, and why is it One Piece?
No. I like One Piece is great to watch, but it's a lot of requirements. You need somebody to be able to cook because you could die on the shit. It's just a lot of shit that goes on in there that I don't know. It's a lot. I would honestly, I'd be liking some world ending stuff, man, and I'd just be so scared. Like if I was in this situation, what would I even do? I feel like the safest answer spiritually would probably be Bleach, but I wouldn't want to be a Shinigami. I love the Shinigamis, but I love the Quincy's a lot more. They have a certain level of drip and aura that I just it's so clean. I don't even like the color white like that, but it's the white fit is just chef's kiss. They was putting holes in the soul. I remember watching fuck watching. I remember reading the Thousand Year Blood War arc, and I said, "Oh, Byakuya, what happened to you?" Sorry, from she always get whooped, but I was like, "Oh my god, she got beat up." I was so. And then when the head captain died, I said, "Oh, I'm sold." I don't know what Quincy Cross I needs to go ahead and grab, but I would go ahead and boot up and suit up and join my brothers and sisters in the Wonder Reich, and we just gonna ride out.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this now. If you talking about having the Quincy's, I rebuke that energy.
What?
Okay.
The Quincy's
I rebuke that energy.
they know how to dress, bro. I'm sorry.
What? They was on site.
All
and-
I'm going to
And
do.
the whole crew had Black Air Force energy, gang. They did
All
not care.
I am going to do is throw mud on that outfit, and they gonna run back because of the fact that they gonna want to make sure that it's bleached. Okay.
Yo,
Ha!
I'm dead.
Ooh, I said the name of the show. Now you know why. Sorry.
Listen, you fucking about. I'm putting holes and people. I just they level of drip. They're fighting.
You ain't gonna be
It was
worried about it
just
when you dirty.
Such a breath. Listen, sometimes you gotta get a little dirty when you gotta kill a couple soldiers.
Listen,
first,
you
so
ain't
know what? It's okay.
making no holes when you dirty. You running back home and throwing that shit straight in the washing machine.
So that you just leave and be like, I'll be right back. Just
I'll be
wait
right
here.
back. Just give me about
I got
2
you.
hours, okay? Just don't kill
Gotta
it.
get
I
it
just
in
need
the
you to just rough it up a little bit. That way, when I come back, I'll shoot a hole in it. I can't.
I love.
Yeah, I gotta agree with him on that Quincy though.
I'm gonna give them. I'm gonna give him the
Yeah.
drip.
The drip is so. It is. I can't wait to cosplay
I'm
Udiu. I can't wait. I can't.
I mean, even if you go beyond the drip, I mean, their entrance, their
On
attacks,
site. On
yeah,
site.
yeah, it's
Something
just
Kibe was thrown through the wall with a like on site. They said, "So we're gonna kill you all, and we're gonna give you guys 5 days. See you guys."
mhm, yeah,
Listen,
100% Black Air Force energy. You
listen.
And they
can't
came
deny
back.
it. Just
I don't know
100%.
about black.
Yeah.
Maybe Air
And they
Force.
came back and
No,
killed everybody.
no, definitely Black. Bro,
They
how
did
do
what
you
they
come
said.
right? How do you break in? First of all, you break in headquarters, then you
Period.
tell them what it is. You threaten them, give them 5 days, and then you come back and put hands on everyone. Everyone?
What you
Everyone.
they did
Come
exactly
on,
what they
man.
said. Exactly what they said. They did it. They said, "We
Hmm
will kill you all. See you."
I'm a man of my word.
And I respect it. You have to respect a man of people of their word. You have to respect it.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
listen. Mm, 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 mm,
You
mm.
know, honestly, I'm gonna let y'all have it because one of the themes that we have had on our podcast is we want to see the heroes lose to come back and win
Yeah.
stronger.
So important. So important. I love
And
that.
that is something that happened during the Thousand
Mm-hmm.
Year Blood War, where Ichigo, Rukia,
Mm-hmm.
Renji, Byakuya,
Mm-hmm.
Kenpachi,
Oh,
all of them got their asses handed to them
surely did.
and came back and whooped ass. So
Period.
I'm gonna let y'all have it for now.
And you know what I like about it? I feel like speaking on that, it's not like
I mean, barely.
barely. Who barely got their? Are you? BGM get barely
No,
beat.
I mean
Yeah.
they barely came back and won. They were
Yeah.
taking ass whooping after ass whooping after
Again,
ass whooping after ass whooping. So,
I love it. I love the grief in Bleach though, because it's like I think Kubo is as a writer, Kubo is so intentional with the things he's making these characters go through and what these characters are experiencing. Because like Ichigo losing wasn't just like I'm gonna go through this training arc type of like and come back and be this thing. Like it took him understanding like the history, understanding his mother, the grief of his mother dying, of him spending like his whole anime experience thinking like I'm the reason my mother died. It's like him understanding that and then training on top of that is what makes Ichigo's comeback story better compared to like other people that are in shonen. And same for Rukia, like and Renji specifically, he didn't even know the real name of his Bankai, and that stems from him losing to Ichigo and his Zanpakuto losing respect for him and losing respect for how he navigates fighting or who he is as a character. So I think there's so much great material and so much great writing that we get in Bleach. And I think Bleach is on one of the best, hands down. I don't care if it's a hot take, we could fight in the streets about it. Bleach has one of the best comebacks in anime history currently. Like, the anime is
Yeah.
truly making sure like there is nothing left unsaid from the poems in the end of each episode that we talked about the next episode. Like the fights are and the kids love Demon Slayer. I love the animation in these Bleach fights. Like I just would have never dreamed some of these fights would look this beautiful. It is truly. Oh, I'm so happy to be alive watching it. You want to talk about a reason to live? I know people living to see the end of One Piece. I'm living to see the end of Bleach.
I
This
know
shit is
that's
so
right.
good.
I know that's
My
right.
God.
You know, you said something again about poems and I'm going to bring that up about what you and your poetry.
Jesus
Um
Christ.
but no, it's hey, we're still in the anime range, okay? In the anime
Oh, thank
field.
God.
We're still going to be
Ooh.
in the anime field. But don't guarantee anything with Pope. Uh
what? You better stop giving me up, man.
All I said was don't guarantee anything with Pope, as in like you knowing you'll
Let
say
me
something,
blindside him.
say something about randomly about poetry, and then he gonna be like, "Oh no, Jesus!" But a lot of times on your clock app, you
Mm-hmm.
will post typically R&B songs, and you'll make a poem to that, which
Mhm.
I'm not even gonna sit there and lie to y'all, Chad. Okay, I be sitting there listening, and I be in awe just listening to it.
Oh God,
Okay,
please.
but my question was, have you ever thought about doing
He's
one of the
good.
anime
Yeah, he's
songs?
good. He's good.
Have you ever thought about doing an anime song? And because they're more lively, they're not as
Ooh,
soft,
a
you
really good
know.
question.
Have you ever thought about doing an anime song to make a poem to?
Where are you when I do these poetry interviews, BGM? That was a really great question. Oh my, I've never been asked that before. Um,
Lowly. Sorry.
the babe. Hilarious individual. Oh my God, we are on a run with you two on my like stream. I just had to plug that because you two are fucking foolish. So I just started doing that. A lot of people don't know me for the musicality of it all. They know me for a lot of the other stuff I do, and R&B is my heart and soul. I grew up in a jazz household. My dad is a smooth jazz fanatic. I remember growing up in his Escalade, like leather seats. That was back when they had a middle seat in the front seat. I that was what a time to drive in the front seat. And I grew up in a jazz house. My mother is a gospel R&B child as well. I grew up Christian, and R&B kind of is where like that all meets, and why I like have such a drive and thirst to be a part of your world. That is the Ariel. And I would say I'm now very interested in challenging myself to do that. R&B has been an anime before. You know, if you watch JoJo's Bizarre,
Oh my god.
and you made it to Golden, I freaking forgot what the arc is called. You make it to the end of the first episode, and you hear Jodeci singing "Freak at You," and I was like, Jodeci made it to Japan, like, and
That part.
and it's so, and you have to understand it's 90s. That's a 90s song. Like that's not like a 2000. That's not Beyonce. Not to like throw nothing on Jodeci, but like Jodeci is such a niche black group. And like if you grew up with them, and that JoJo anime is like 2010s. I think what I want to say it came out in like 2015, 2016. So like that R&B song has aged a whole 20 something years, and JoJo has a huge audience, and for that to be in that space, it's like, oh my god. And this anime has nothing to do with fucking. So the fact that freaking you is in this ending is crazy. But I would definitely, now that you've done talked about it, I'm very interested to see and dive deep and to find out how I would navigate and do that. I will figure that out somehow, and I will do it
I mean,
just for you.
I shucks.
Just for you.
Um but and I asked because there is, of course, your fast pace, you know, na na
Mhm.
na ee, na 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 ee, na, ee, na. Like you got those to do a poetry song too, but then you also got the
Ah,
you know what I mean? Like you have
that's not true.
all of these different pop, R&B, K-pop, hip hop, Korean hip hop, or Asian hip hop, whatever you want to say, um, that I feel like would be so interesting to hear your poetry, your pen, to hear
Oh
your
God.
pen get put on that song. I think it would just be so interesting.
No, that's talking about poetry in the anime space is just always such a thrill of mine.
Yeah, your
I
face shows it.
I always say on my stream, like people have to understand, like I wear a lot of different hats, and as a poet, I'm not like the anxious, all these types of things. Like I can't be one of those things because I have parent like I have parents coming up to me like, "Oh my God, you just spoke this thing about like my child, and that made me understand." Like, and I'm like, "Oh my God!" Like, once I'm off the stage, I'm back to my normal self. So I'm like, "Ooh, it's a lot going on," and that happens like so often, and it's just so weird to have an overlap sometimes. But after you said, I just figured out what I would do it to because I've been listening to it for such a long time. The person that produced it died in the 2010s. So I will do something for him. He's a really great producer.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. King, you got anything, my good sir?
We can move on to another question. I have to say that we definitely build on our last statement. It's a lot of good information coming out here, Don. You're a pretty deep guy. I'm not
You're
gonna
an
lie.
interesting person. You really are.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Please.
yeah.
Interesting
It's
person.
not all just about the beard.
You know, compliments are a lot different when you're being interviewed because I can't just press the red button and leave. So I do have to
That's so true. Ooh, I'm glad you just said that
I
because that
just
makes me so excited for the next person we bring on.
I'm sure that person will blow up. So
Yep.
great to them. They're amazing.
All right, so I'm curious. I do have a question here. Another one taken from Loli Stack. Have you ever learned something valuable from watching anime?
Ooh.
Oh God, yes. Has- Recently, I've been. Hmm. I think this is important to talk about. So I've been really watching. I was late to the Freeman train. Or I don't really know how to say her name, but like Freeman the End or Freeman the Adventurer, the Elf Girl, and about the heroes, and she goes on this journey. It just came out. It has 24 episodes. So I want to say it had to have come out in the winter. Um, it's on Netflix now. Go watch it. And that is such a great understanding of grief. Uh, and the reason I talk about it is because I've been like, as a writer, I've just been trying to understand grief, trying to connect grief and life and all these types of things. And my friend passed away, huge anime nerd. He passed away in January of this year. He's the one that put me on to Bleach, and like I remember he put me on to. This was before like I even knew anime could like have different like perspectives and stuff. Because I remember one time I put on an episode of Naruto, and I was like, "Why are we talking about Sakura? Where's Naruto at?" I thought Naruto was about Naruto, but then I like eventually come to realize like every episode is just might be different. But he put me on to like the Bleach fight with Ichigo versus Ukiura. I remember like so extensively watching it with him. But yeah, he passed away. And watching this episode, you know, Frieren is this elf. She lives for a very long life. And she outlives like two of the people because they're humans. It's like two humans, a dwarf, and an elf. I'm not going to spoil anything. But you already found that they did in like the first like motherfucking 10 minutes of the goddamn fucking show. So it ain't shit to worry about. Um, but it's just understanding like life is so short, like for a lot of people, and the experiences that you go through life can really shape like who you are. And she's coming with this understanding of understanding people, understanding who I am, becoming a better person, growing and meeting these new people is important for understanding what it means to just not just be human, because like obviously she's a fucking elf, so her perspective is different, but like understanding what it means to like be a part of life. And they have so many different like grief elements that I don't even think she kind of realizes that she's going through. Thinking about it right now, talking out loud, I don't even think she does. And I think that is also the beauty of it, because as a viewer, it's like I know me. I'm a motherfucking. I sit in my head. I'm rent free furniture in my brain. I'm very self reflecting. I love to, like talk out loud sometimes when I'm by myself, and I think about those moments. And I remember finishing the first episode, like, damn girl, fucking had to grab a piece of tissue. Like I was like, this is really like I don't know. Like it's not a fight anime. It's not. It's really literally all about story. It's all about just the journey of life. Like, if there's anything to plug about it, it's literally about the journey of life. So I think it's really taught me like you really like life is really going to have so much going on, and you really just have to just go through it and deal with it. So beautiful. Go watch it. It's on Netflix.
Oreo the Duchess just posted in the chat, and this is not just for what Donathan is saying. This is for anybody. She says, the best quote I've heard about grief is grief is love with nowhere to go. Find a place
Ooh,
to pour that
amen.
into.
Mm, 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 mm. Mm, mm, mm. And there's like, and Marvel, we talking about anime, but Marvel, I don't know. I think it
Uh-oh. We might be having a little bit of technical issues there, chat.
Did we lose Donovan?
We might have. I'm not sure.
Did we lose Donovan? Audio. He's still up.
Okay, here we go.
I was so excited to cut out. I was talking about Marvel. So I think Marvel Phase 4. I don't know if it's Phase 4 or Phase 5. I don't know. I don't fucking know what phase we in. But Marvel had this understanding of grief after the blip, and I like when you make it through it, you don't realize that. Like I didn't realize that's what we had going on. But after like watching Ironheart, I was like, oh shit! Like I think that was really what Marvel was talking about. I just don't think anybody really understood that. And between Ironheart and what she goes through and all this stuff, like grief is such an important thing, and it's not just about death. I think a lot of people just think like there's just a grief from death. Like in Winter Soldier, like there's a grief of like understanding what it means to be Captain America. In the Thunderbolts, there's a grief of understanding what it means to be like a superhero and all of that. Same with Loki. Like it's like literally Phase 4. You can find grief in any part of life within it. Go back and watch it if you need to. Fantastic Four was amazing. Selfless, shameless plug, but grief is super important, especially like when you're watching animation. They do it really suddenly, but it's there if you notice it.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I'm actually going to take a question from Sir Deco, sorry. And it's kind of going to go back to the Dragon Ball space. Why is Dragon Ball heavy on 1v1 fights, and why does no one ever work together, in your opinion?
That's a good question. That's a great question. I think like the deep spiritual answer would be like maybe you kind of just go through life sometimes by yourself, and sometimes you really do need to rely on your own inner strength to like make it through of like using your past experiences, your teachings, your trainings, like to overcome whatever you're going through. Like Gohan, for example, Gohan doesn't even know like when he's going up against. I mean, honestly, anytime Gohan fights, he really doesn't understand like how strong he really is. We see that like repetitive thing that they do. But, like when Gohan goes against Cell, like his dad is telling him like Goku's a terrible father, but Goku is telling him like, "Hey, like you got this, man. You about to go out there and beat Cell." And then Gohan like gets his ass whooped, like just demolished. And then eventually he realizes like, "Oh shit! Like I am that nigga, and I'm gonna destroy this bug." So I think that's like the spiritual, psychological, social, and answer. But I just think animation wise, like in the character, who the characters are, I don't think the Saiyans are supposed to be programmed to do that. Like I don't think, and I think that's okay. Like I think a lot of times we do see team ups, and that's fine. But I do think as a human being, once again, it is the Hood's anime, and there is such a honor and not getting jumped. Like there's such a having a 1-on-1 is truly important in the Hood. Like we don't need no jumpings. I'm gonna fight you by myself.
That's
And
true.
Vegeta is that every single time. Like Vegeta said, listen, all y'all niggas, sit the fuck down. I'm gonna destroy this android, and he surely did. Now, don't get me wrong, Vegeta is also an example of like, talk shit, get hit. Sometimes you can't cash a check, that you can do. But I think one-on-ones are super important to it because a lot of times we do see like 2-on-1s, 3-on-1s, all that type of stuff.
I just hope that Pope listened to the last part that you said. That Vegeta is a
No,
person
don't
that
get me
is
wrong.
talk shit, get hit, and and he
I
gets hit
mean,
a lot.
first of all, that he
know.
gets jumped. He gets jumped because they
Hold
know
on now.
that he's Himothy. I don't even. First of all, yo man's got to get himself to help him do stuff. So we ain't even gonna talk about that. All right, he ain't got no place to even talk about that. First of all, Vegeta, we're not even, first of you know what? We can just move right on. We ain't even finna have this conversation again. Then he gets swept clean. Even the chat talking crazy. You know what, man? Look.
Listen, all I can say is Vegeta is the reason why Cell finished. That's all I gotta say. Vegeta is the reason why.
Okay,
listen,
he's the problem.
In all honesty, in all honesty, okay, yes, his overconfidence does get him shit on a lot. Absolutely.
1v1 me, pussy.
I'm glad we could be honest.
Yeah, that's the energy. That is 100% his fucking energy.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Does need to be a kind of character. A lot of people, especially in the gym, like specifically in the fitness place, a lot of people resonate with Vegeta. So clearly, Vegeta might not be winning in fights, but he's winning in the fitness world.
And I'll give it. I'm always gonna shit on him.
Nobody wants to resonate with a bad father.
I'm gonna shit on Vegeta just because I mess with Pope, but the training mindset that he has
Beautiful.
is 100% inspirational. Because I mean, regardless of what happens with Vegeta, he still puts up a fight.
Right.
I'm not going to say that, like, we all know he doesn't always win. And there's no shade, no tea, no shade. It's just true. We all know he doesn't always win, but he puts up a legit fight.
He was the first one to hit Jiren.
I mean, but still, that's a feat. That's a literal feat. No one else was able to do it. And Goku, Goku was in Ultra Instinct.
Yeah.
And couldn't touch him. So like,
and he touched him as blue. Yeah.
And he made blue super blue, whatever.
Yeah, that's right. He made blue look good.
He's just
he made blue look shinier blue.
First of all, Goku had to mix blue with red just to get something good, but Vegeta said, no, we're gonna keep it blue because blue is true, and this is what we do. Donathan, you gotta, go ahead. You saw that little poetry right there, rhymed. So how I put that together.
I will say Vegeta. I think Vegeta's a great example of like
sticking to. Yep. Don't even give him the satisfaction.
No. That's crazy. No. Vegeta is a great example of sticking to your principles. Like he's very like true to who he is, like through and through. Like yes, he like changes a little bit throughout the story, which is important. But like his core foundational principles, he never switches up on. And I mean, you can only appreciate that.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. He does have the best character development of all the characters in Dragon Ball. He has the best character development. I mean, you're talking about everybody went from yes. He went from.
What about Piccolo?
Piccolo, but where did Piccolo go? It took him how long to?
Dad. He's a great black man. He's a great dad. I love it. The waves, I just feel so seen. I'm like, oh my God, yes, Piccolo is one of us. I knew it. But like, I think Vegeta really goes through a lot. And I think every loss teaches him like, okay, I gotta get back on that horse. I really gotta like get back on. Because he could just give up. And he never does. And that's a testament to how hard-headed he is.
I'm not going to sit here and act like when I heard Piccolo's voice, I did not think that was a black man. I legit thought it was a black man.
All the Namekians are black. The Namekians are black than Mr. Popo, and they drew Mr. Popo so black in the 90s.
That's
My
crazy.
God.
Let's not talk about Mr. Popo.
Mr.
Don't leave
Popo.
Mr. Popo out of this.
Mr. Popo used to be like, I don't have nothing in here as dark as they used to draw Mr. Popo. Mr. Popo used to be so black, and I was like, oh my, like, you know, as an adult now, you're like, oh my God. No, he was blacker than that. Shit, no, you might have to get a little. What's that iPhone new black color, matte black? Mr. Popo was matte black.
Matte Black is
big
hilarious.
Now, why Mr. Pope got big lips and he that dark? Like, come on now, with a turban on.
That's crazy. Yeah.
And but the Namekian,
Yeah.
black guy. Shout out to us. Shout out to the black people. We would be Namekians and Dragon Ball Z.
Those are the conversations that are the tough talk conversations that you walk in here in Pope King X, aka Tough Talks on the Clock app for the Tough Talks conversations with Lady Serenity and Pope King X.
And it makes me so happy though, like being black now, like not everybody gets it right when they draw. And I know I can only barely color in the lines. So I don't know a damn thing about anything involving that.
Too old to be saying that.
I can't even. No, Don, speak the truth because I can't even color straight.
You are way too old to be saying that, Pope.
Do you know?
Listen, man.
I might not be able to color in the lines, but I could write you a good story. So we all got skills to pay the bills.
There you go. There you go.
That's
but
true. I'll give you that.
I think like it's so beautiful, like black specifically, like when you watch 90s like animation stereotypes, like now, like I don't know if anybody reads Blue Lock, but like in the new art, they're going up against Nigeria. And the way they like drew these characters is like it's not Killmonger hair. Some of these people have waves, they have locks, they got froze. It is so beautiful to see. I know it was blowing up on Twitter I think a couple of weeks ago, and people was like, you know, I might be black, and you know, of course I'm voting for Blue Lock, but if Nigeria wins, I ain't gonna be mad. And I feel the same way because it's like they barely get it right with us sometimes, and it's only now, like in the 2020s, like when it comes to game design and you making your character, like it's multiple different shades and textures of and hair specifically, like that you can use. Like when I had locks, I always had to go to do the woman hairstyle because that's the only one that had braids. I ain't got no waves. I got locks, so I had to have a bust down 40-inch lock because they ain't had the shit in the men's. So I mean, it's beautiful, and you know, I don't like to be too nice, but I also understand things take time. But you know, sometimes some of that shit was like, it's a little racist if you're asking me. But you know, that's just my thing.
Absolutely.
And you know,
absolutely.
we can definitely like that. That is something even in the anime community, because you got to remember that is.
Oh God,
that wasn't our interpretation of black people. That was. And I'm not trying to be rude. That was Asian interpretation of black people, and how they saw us and how they thought of us in those times. So, that's definitely a topic, honestly. And I don't know. We might hit that topic, and Pope's gonna have to lead that one. Pope's gonna have to lead that one. Yeah, Pope's gonna have to lead that one for sure. I'm gonna be the background dancer. But
not the dancer.
But so Pope, you got another question, good sir?
I do, actually. I do. So, as it comes to anime, right? I'm curious. Out of all of the animes that you have spent time watching and also spent time reading, right? If you were able to have one of their final attacks, which one would it be?
Damn. I need something that's gonna kill a couple people.
Okay. Well, we know now.
Let's be real.
Watch
I
out,
have a
chat.
final, it needs to do what it do because some people's final attacks don't even be doing the damn job.
That part.
And it can be good or bad. It doesn't matter. Like you could take Boo's final attack. Like it doesn't have to be like a good guy or a main character.
Oh, period. I mean, look. Oh,
Anti-hero.
I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. You could be a villain. Most definitely.
Style. Let me tell you. Specifically on stream, I'm more chaotic, but I definitely live an anti-hero lifestyle. But I would say Saber. I don't know if anyone watches Fate. Saber's Excalibur. That kind of can just like wipe out a couple of things. So I would say that would be a.
And to answer your question, we absolutely do watch Faith in this house.
I my people.
And are you talking about okay, so which Saber are you talking about though? Because technically there were two.
King Arthur, period.
Mm.
Period.
Okay.
I
figured maybe you would go with Alt Saber.
Ooh, no.
Yeah.
That's a little me, but you know, I see the appeal why I would like that. I see you.
Y'all had me confused. I thought I heard Faith, and I was like, "What?" And then I realized Saber Fate. I was like, "Oh, okay, now it makes more sense." I was like, "Wait, what's?" I was about to be the black person that was about to be shunned out the damn podcast. What is Faith?
I'd probably have to go with Gilgamesh.
Yes, Lord.
And that. Shout out to the Faith lover. Studio Protocol. They are one of my favorite animation studios. Like they just. That's all I can say.
See, and I can't even sit here and say that I would want Gilgamesh's ultimate attack. I just want his regular moves.
Period.
I just want his drip.
Yeah.
Period. Oh,
yeah. I gotta give you that.
He got a couple of things.
I have to give you that. Yeah.
The drip was to y'all level. Barry, he said I always gotta be higher than everybody else. That man, that's Black Air Force energy right there. Or down.
Yeah.
Sir Deco says Majin Buu turn him to sweets.
Sweets.
Candy. I can't, because then you eating everybody. Pause. And now we got now it's a whole nother scenario. You know what? And can I choose the candy I turn them into? At least I want to enjoy what I'm eating.
Nah, it's always chocolate.
He turned Chi-Chi into eggs, so he might. I mean, Sir Deku might.
Oh, he did. Was it a chocolate egg?
He turned Chi-Chi into an egg.
Wait, was it a straight? Oh shit, Lord!
Was it a chocolate egg?
No,
it was mainly always chocolate. He turned everyone into.
He either stomped on her after, or she fell and cracked.
Listen, it was. Was it an egg or was it a piece of like hard candy? Because his two things that everybody knows him for is hard candy and chocolate. Like,
yeah, I'm telling you, he turned into egg. I said, oh, not this man can make groceries. Grocery going.
Well, that tells you the importance of Chi-Chi. Sorry.
Race their own mom. We love her.
Chi-Chi is not important, bro.
Who else is going to take care of kids?
I will give her the state. What do the kids do nowadays? This, you know, when you clocking it, I'll give him the stay-at-home mom.
Piccolo.
Piccolo was a stay-at-home dad.
Piccolo was a father that was out there in them streets for his son. So, stay-at-home dad.
He got driver's license and all that. He could drive on high school. Goku drive.
Piccolo could kill kids.
Piccolo, and he's a grandfather now.
I was about to say, let's be realistic. Piccolo is a father, to two children in some respects.
Oh yeah,
He's kind of an uncle. Then he's a
Yeah.
grandfather. So Piccolo got cheering.
The black
Hmm.
thing right there.
Piccolo
It's a
got
black
Yeah,
cheering.
he does. He needs to
kid
start a daycare. That's what he needs to do.
That part.
would be hilarious. That would be
That part. I would love it only because of the fact that he would actually know everybody's damn routine, and then the person that he's going to get
correct.
babysit, he's going to fuss at him because of the fact that they don't know the routine like he know the routine, like he did with Goku
Mhm.
in Super. Like that was hilarious when Goku babysat his granddaughter.
But you don't know shit. Let me show you something about my baby. It's a good man.
Oriole the Duchess says he was there for the soccer game. He was there for the eye appointment. He showed up.
Period. Pick Pan up from school. Movie
All of that.
one. Piccolo is a black king. Support your black kings. Like what the fuck?
Lowly, I just want to know, who is he the faithful husband to, though? They are asexual beings. They create their own eggs.
They I also think they're all men.
And they're all men. Oh.
Yeah, that is very true.
I don't think there was a woman
Mm-mm.
Mexican.
All asexual
There,
beings.
I haven't
males.
seen a female Namekian. Mhm.
Shout out to them.
That part. Shout out to them. All right. So, Don, do you have a favorite manga that hasn't been adapted into an anime yet?
I just reread it. Actually, okay, I have two. So this was adapted, and I'm gonna play it on. So on my stream, we're doing anime Sundays now because I'm getting ready back to teach. I don't want to do too much on Sundays no more. So it's gonna be in rotation eventually. But Air Gear, it was adapted, but it never finished. And Air Gear is so it got me into roller skates. Like roller skating and skateboarding was such a huge part of my childhood. It is so good. The characters are so good. There's a lot of nudism, specifically for the women. I can't speak on that, not because I don't like the girls, but because sometimes it's like, oh my god, what's going on?
Well, also
It's
because you
such-
don't like the girls. Let's be real. Just being honest.
Everybody here focus. But it tells such a great story. The fights are really great. It's like one of the OG shonens. And I would also say Siren. Siren is an OG shonen. I mean shonen when it was only in the freaking magazine, and that was the only way you could read the shit. Like it is about psychics and a whole bunch of other stuff. Really, really good. It's only about 200 chapters about. The arcs go like character development is great. Storytelling is A1. The fights are like, so different from what I've seen. So great. They've been hinting at it. It's like 20 something years old. They really need to go ahead and bring that out and really show these kids what OG Shonen was really about. Because these new kids don't know nothing about that. There's too much Demon Slayer and all that. They need to know what was really going on back in the day and what was really popping in these fights because they spoil.
You can't say don't stop. Please don't do Demon Slayer because I literally was just earlier playing the Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles.
I love Demon Slayer. I love Demon Slayer. So nobody come and beat me up with no rocks. I love Demon Slayer. It is like so good. I don't want to be stoned for it. This is modern day times. But Demon Slayer, what I enjoy about Demon Slayer is they really make you like enjoy the villains. Like one of the few things I've read and watched where like they give you full context of why these people are like this. You don't have to like them, but you can understand how they got there. So great. Once I found out that all that fire breathing and all that shit is not really coming out, it's just animation. I said, so what the fuck you mean? How the fuck did he burn a hole in this man's clothes then? He's just moving fast? What the fuck? Like, that ruined it for me. I
That
think
pissed
like,
me off. I ain't gonna lie. I agree with you.
and it just felt so random. Like it just felt like when black people make up our own rules and Uno, like we not even finna listen to you. Like this, you just sound stupid. Like you don't know what you're talking about. Cause like, huh? Like I just don't like it. Then I feel like when it's just, watching it just feels like a completely different experience than when I read it. Because the animation is like they are the best. Studio Peria is doing such a great fucking job. Or I think they're Ufotable. Don't quote me. One of those two. They're doing a great fucking job with that animation over there. But it just feels like the characters I'm supposed to really like I normally would, I don't get enough of. I know, obviously, because they tell you about them. I know what their lives are like and stuff, but it doesn't feel like I'm connecting. It just feels like the fights themselves are what is carrying us to the end. And I mean, the fights are going to carry us to the end because I'm going to see that movie twice when it comes out. But Demon Slayer ain't on my top 10. It's just not. And those are the reasons why.
Mm,
I'm not
okay.
ashamed.
And you shouldn't be as a anime connoisseur that you are. You should have have all the opinions. You know that, and it's funny because I say that because there's so many people. Like there's a gentleman who is his whole brand is about anime, and if you haven't watched him, you all should. His name is Tracy Allen, and at Tracy Allen on the Purple app, on all platforms at Tracy Allen.
Mm.
And his big thing is anime, and a lot of people talk to him about anime and basically tell him like, you haven't watched this anime, you haven't watched that anime, so you're not a true anime fan.
No, I don't agree with that.
That's not true. And so
Uh,
he's like, I can have my opinion about certain anime, but that don't mean I know all anime. So
correct.
hence why I said it, because you have your opinion about anime, but that don't mean you know all about anime, but you're very vast in it and very knowledgeable on it. So that is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Beautiful thing.
I agree.
Mr. King,
Yes, sir.
got anything for us, good sir?
No, no, no. We can move. We can move on to the next question if you have one.
I'm asking you if you have a question.
Nope,
Okay.
not at all.
All right. All right.
My chamber is loaded.
Oh. Ooh. Wow, that was the evil laugh, chat. Y'all got the
Mm,
evil laugh from Pope.
not a safe space.
My God, not a safe space. It's hilarious.
No, don't be like that. Come on.
Not a safe space is hilarious. Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Ooh, okay. If you could recommend one anime to someone who's new, what would
I
it
love this.
be and why?
What I would recommend is, okay, so I gotta like depend on just what the person just, I gotta know the taste. I gotta let you know. I don't want you to just, I don't want to give you something you're like, what the fuck is this? Because some people might not like fighting, some people, whatever. But I think something that's good for most people to jump into is either Death Note, or if you like a little bit more fighting, but you like a little bit of substance, I would probably say no, because people be talking shit and that be pissing me the fuck off. Um, I would definitely say Death Note. Let's just Death Note. I picked Death Note because if you like story, like if and you asking me and you know I like story, like that is what I go to the restaurant to eat all the time. Um, then you would trust I would give you something with story because there's a lot of turn pagers, like going on, a lot of different twists and turns. If you like a little bit more fighting, I think an elevator version of Death Note would be Attack on Titan. You kind of get a little bit more fighting in it. You get a lot of plot twists, a lot of different stories going on there as well. So I'll pick those two.
Death Note is an interesting one to me as a choice. Honestly, I
I'm
thought you would go the route of Naruto.
Hot take. Naruto is not. My friends stole me about this all the freaking time. Naruto is not in my top 10. Yikes in the chat because uh, because I think when Naruto's great when you like Naruto was amazing to me. It touched me in places I have never been touched before. But once you like watch other stuff, you like the fighting of it, and like, but you honestly can find a lot of great elements and things that just people don't know about. And I think that is kind of why it's not in my top 10. And I think the older I get, the more of I really, really enjoy story a lot more than I used to. Like before, I used to be like these kids. I want to see these fights. I want to fight. Why y'all talking so much? But now I'm like, I need the story to understand how did we get here. And Naruto just he not really Black Air Force energy. Like I need a main character that's just going. Don't make me tell you another time, and then they tell you, and that means they fight you. And like Naruto want to talk you to death, and I'm just like, baby boy, like, oh brother, this guy stinks. Like Jesus Christ, like I just get, mm-mm.
That's why the Uchihas are over my head. Just
Period.
saying. Just saying.
Listen, we rep the Hidden Mist over here. We rep the Hidden Mist village in this household. We love the Hidden Mist. The fifth Mizukage is that girl. We love her in this household. You know, people talk a lot of shit about her. She comes from a very notable village, and we love the Seven Swordsmen. So we come from a place that we don't talk, we just hit.
I have already stated that Shishomaru needs to be burned, die, and he needs to be buried under the ground inside of the earth. And I don't mean like 6 feet under. I mean like to the core. So, but well, you know what? We got we over here on the, BGM side. We are the Uchihas. Over there on the Donathan household, you are the Hidden Miss. King, may I ask what village are you repping in the King household?
I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, you kind of took mine. I've always considered myself a Uchiha.
That's why y'all like. See,
Yeah, I've always considered myself an Uchiha. I just kind of gravitated towards Itachi a lot. So
chat. Oh my god.
Gravitate towards Itachi, but gives off Killer Bee energy.
Oh no. I mean, yeah.
But the
Yeah.
gravitating to Itachi is the inner Pope. That's the inner Pope.
I'm
The
just
outer
saying.
Pope
Calm,
is the
calm,
Killer
cool,
Bee.
collected. You know, you've already been defeated before you even step foot through the door. You know, but I'm gonna give you this song and dance while I laugh about it. So it's all good. It's all good, 100%.
Nice.
They put many.
No, I've always loved the Uchihas. I've just always loved. I think in the beginning it was their eyes, and when I got more into the story, when it came to the development of their powers, I thought it was fascinating knowing that it is fueled by emotions, which I find is to be a common something common in a lot of anime. There's a lot of emotions that are fueling powers, right? Even if we look at, let's say, Black Clover, I think we had mentioned that before. The emotion, the want and the need to be stronger, it all comes from a place of emotions, feeling weak, being made fun of. We can even look at Bleach as well. That epic fight with Ichigo, it was emotions that kind of drove him. With me, a lot of the names do escape me, but it was that epic fight where he transformed, and he was demolishing that one enemy he was fighting. You know which one I'm talking about, right? And he like absolutely blasted a fucking hole into the ground. That just, yeah. So it's in my personal opinion, I know emotion is what is driving a lot of our main characters to do the things that they are able to do to reach the heights that they have set their eyes on. We can even talk about a more recent anime, Solo Leveling.
Yeah.
Right, it was the drive to save his mother, right? That whole emotion that he had, and then when obviously he was given that opportunity to become stronger, now we're seeing his character develop into someone who I think some people would argue is not necessarily confident but cocky. But I still view him as a confident individual at this point in time. I mean, he was the weakest, hunter, and now he literally is the strongest hunter that we know of at this present moment. So, once again, I think it all comes from a place of emotions. A lot of it is fear. I think a lot of it is I think in Vegeta's case, it was jealousy, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but a lot of it is the drive to just want to be stronger, the fear of being weak, the fear of being overpowered, or even having went through that already. And, seeing into the future, I don't want to go through this anymore. I want to be able to defend myself, be able to do for my people and my family, that need to be a protector.
I love that. I think that's what makes a lot of these characters relatable. Like that emotion is so human.
Hmm.
For a lot of us,
Hmm.
it makes us, although it can be negative. Like I think it's what allows us to find what we're looking for in life, or get closer to what we want in life. Like that emotion of being better, or being afraid, or being jealous. Like in a healthy manner, really does get us to be the type of people that we want to be. So I love that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's also what helps anime to connect to, like you just said, to humans in general, right? But especially the children and those of us that choose to stroke the flames of our inner child. Being able to relate, I think, is an absolutely beautiful thing.
Correct.
Well, we got deep, didn't we? My lord.
That's what she
Uh,
said.
Oh, you beat me to it. I was gonna save it, and I was like, "Nah, let me be good. Let me be good. Let me."
all right.
Uh,
So, I'm gonna ask you a question. Unless Pope has another question, and I feel like he doesn't because he really is just he's ready to let the gun shoot its shots. I'm just
No,
letting
I
you
have
know.
questions. I
Yeah.
have questions. I'm just letting it develop because having Jonathan here is a great vibe. It's an awesome thing. And I think, even when we go off topic of the questions, just
I
having the
love it.
conversation in general with him is an absolute beauty. So, I mean, yeah,
I
yeah,
agree.
shout
I
outs to
agree.
Don.
Oh, 100%. And yet again, if you all are not following Don, please follow him on the Clock app and the Purple app. The Purple app, again, he's trying to make it up to 100 followers. So please, let's go ahead and get him there. If you are not following him on the Clock app, you can see some lovely poetry. You'll also get to see him do potential poetry with anime music. I'm just saying
Oh my
we kind of got that established, but um but please follow Don. Follow Don, follow Don. And oh my god, if you don't watch his man streams, you need to cuz you will sit there and you will die the whole time. He's hilarious. Don is
Just a little.
hilarious. Okay? Don is absolutely hilarious. Pope, if you do have a question, good sir, go ahead.
So, once again, and also to shout out to Loli for the pages of questions that she actually gave
Literally.
us.
Literally.
Yeah, a lot of the questions that I am asking, I'm pulling from her list. So shout out to Loli, most definitely. Um, what anime genre do you love, and also what anime genre do you avoid?
Yes. Such a good
Well,
question.
listen. The most what I avoid is horror, and I think the closest I have gotten to horror is Zaylen talked about it. I don't remember. I think he talked about this was off stream, and we were me, him, I think Ari and Chris and Catalyst Rose. We were playing Marvel, so it was just like a cool chill vibe, and I think we were talking about anime, and he brought up the summer Hikaru died, and I heard like a lot of great things about it, but I was like, I just don't know, because it looked a little spooky ooky, and it is really spooky ooky. It's not like horror, but it's like there's a lot of shit going on in this motherfucking place. Um, so that is like the closest I get to like spooky ooky, but like I know people watch that thing with that girl eye, she falling out, a whole bunch of shit that I just stay away from because I don't listen. I like a scary movie, but I gotta control what I watch sometimes because I'm not trying to go to sleep watching SpongeBob. So horror is what I'm from. And I don't think a lot of people know this, but I love mecha anime. I'm a huge mecha anime fan. G Gundam, that is like my OG throwback. I need to like find out where I can watch G Gundam, Gundam Wing, Gundam Destiny, Gundam Sea Destiny, Code Geass Top 3. Oh my god. So I'm like a huge mecha fan, actually.
I have to say something, right? In terms of the whole mecha conversation, a lot of times I don't hear Big O being mentioned.
Oh my God, we're gonna watch Big O on Sundays. But yeah, that is, you know what, Pope? Yes, Big O really is not mentioned. You are
It's not, and
absolutely
it is
right.
and I believe it is considered mecha because
It is.
even though it's not like the mecha that we would anticipate, right? It
Mhm.
certainly is considered mecha. I mean, he's in a big, metal suit that he's controlling, and that's what he's using to essentially save the city and defeat the bad guys. So, a lot of times in the conversation, I do not hear Big O being mentioned, and I'm curious as to why. What are your thoughts on Big O?
Big O is like that's a Toonami triple OG. Like, um, especially like if you watch Toonami early in the morning. There was like three things you would watch early in the morning if Toonami was somehow still on. You getting ready for school. It'd be Inuyasha or Sailor Moon, Big O or Ghost in the Shell. I still don't fucking understand what the fuck Ghost in the Shell is like truly about. If anybody knows, just DM me about it. But I don't get it. But Big O is like so good, and I think it doesn't get mentioned. It's just because it's old, and I think only a lot of people that like truly. It's just one of those. If you truly enjoy mecha, you get it, and if you don't, it's okay. Because a lot of people say like Sailor Moon, and Sailor Moon. They be like Sailor Moon, and some people be like, what the fuck do we give a fuck about this witch girl? Like it's just niche type of shit, and that's okay. But shout outs to us for knowing what Big O is. Keeping the Big O
Absolutely.
alive and teaching the children about it.
If people are going to talk about Sailor Moon like that, then they need to talk about the Sakura Card show because
Oh
like
my god!
cuz like that show, she was basically a witch. I mean, let's be real. She basically was a witch and all she did was capture creatures and put them in a card. It was Pokemon and Sailor Moon mixed together. Big O, I'm gonna put my 2 cents on Big O real quick. And y'all about to scorch me in the comments, and you about to scorch me in this podcast. I was never a fan, but I was never a fan because I'm not a fan of mecha. I'm not a big fan of mecha animes. I've never been one. So I've never watched Gurren Lagann. I hear about it all the time. I've
Ah,
never watched uh I've 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 never truly watched Gundams, any of the Gundams.
oh my god, I'm having a heart attack.
I'm sorry. I and Big O, I avoided it. I turned to Nickelodeon once Big O came on because I was never a fan. But
Not
the
you watch Night instead of Toonami at that time. Oh my god.
it was during that 30-minute time block. But but I can say this though about Big O. I think the reason that Big O is never mentioned is because Big O is not Gundam. Big
Yeah,
O is not
yeah,
Gurren Lagann. Let's put it
yeah.
in that perspective.
I agree.
Gurren Lagann and Big O. I've seen episodes. I've seen clips. I don't watch it, you know what I mean? But like I've seen enough of it to get a grasp. Big O never went to space, and that's always been a big thing about mechs.
It's true.
And I feel like
True.
that's one
Yeah.
of the reasons that Big O doesn't get that much love. And honestly, Oreo the Duchess says something in here. And I know she was kind of being a little bit of a jokester, but she was being real too. She says his mech is a Batman. Is his mech he's mech Batman though. And that is so
Literally,
true.
the rich man.
Yeah,
in a-
he's rich, yeah, and
in a rich-
smart.
He's rich.
Mhm,
He saves the
Yeah.
town, but the way he or the city, but the way he saves the city is through a mech instead of a suit.
mhm.
Yeah.
So
That's
like
actually
that
Hope you need a new host.
but like that's one of the things I feel like about Big O that never that's why it doesn't get talked about. And I feel like it's a little disrespectful to it. You know what I mean? Cuz
Oh.
Big O has a huge fan base. It really does. I hear Big O come up frequently. It's not super frequently like Gurren Lagann and like Gundam, but
Koga.
like but it comes up in conversation cuz it's a OG just like honestly just like Gundam because they came before Gurren Lagann. So,
Really did.
you know, I don't know.
You know what? But when you think about it, I think like every type of genre kind of has it. Because people talk about Bleach, but nobody talks about like D. Gray Man or Yu Yu Hakusho anymore. Like, unless you're like older, like, you know, if you're older, you'd be like, oh, Yu Yu Hakusho, because it's literally the same fucking thing. It's like killing demons. And that's where they pull from. Same with like Naruto. People talk about Naruto. Like before it was remade, Hunter x Hunter was Naruto. Like literally the same story. If you put it on paper, allegedly they said that Kishimoto took a couple of the ideas from Hunter x Hunter. That's what the people said. I'm just saying what the people said. But you know, I think every little niche has those types of moments. So, you know, I think if you're a fan of the genre, of course you know like all of it. But you know, not everybody knows, and that's okay. And a lot of people just don't like mechas too. You're not the first person to be like, I don't like mecha. It's just like I feel like somebody's just stabbing my heart, deep throating and all that. So, you know, I appreciate the honesty.
Wow.
And just to build on what you actually said, I was gonna bring it in the form of a question, right? But since it's already been mentioned, you know, we can speak on it a little bit more in terms of these animes that are coming out today and how much they resemble animes that have already been out, right? Like for one example I'll give, in my personal opinion, I feel that My Hero is um the junior to Soul Eater, right? For I don't know if anyone knows about Soul Eater. No?
Oh, I
I
do.
I know Soul Eater. I'm just trying to
Okay.
figure out that question.
Three-man
Yeah.
team. Well, the question was originally going to be, do you think that animes today are the reincarnations of animes from older times, and is that the reason why so many of them are short-lived, right? And one of the examples that I was going to give was going to be My Hero, but you know, My Hero obviously is making it, but it is definitely something that resembles, in my personal opinion, Soul Eater, because Soul Eater was a situation where it was a three-man team, right? And they had their powers and their abilities. That is the exact storyline of My Hero. The entire thing is based around a three-man team. No one is individually strong enough to deal with these situations alone, except that you had, of course, the number one hero. But even within that, you know, he would still run in a three-man team.
So interesting you said that.
I
I'm
don't
trying to like I want to know more about why you compare them. That's interesting. I'm trying to do the math. I wasn't never really that good at math, but I'm trying, and I'm trying. I really want to know
Yeah,
more. I'd be
Soul
like,
Eater,
oh, I just want to know why. Why do you think that?
Soul Eater was a three-man team in a way.
Mhm.
Um, you had Death the
Oh,
Kid. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Okay.
yeah.
I can see how your brain, your specific brain of wonder, get that. I can see that.
Oh, fuck up.
Okay, that's very out of the box thinking. Like, okay, I think all of us are because you guys, all of us are in the box, but you're out of the
You
box. So
right.
like when we get out of the box, I'm like, okay,
You right.
maybe two
It's out of the box.
box.
It's out of the
Not doing it
box. It is
You know
definitely out
what?
of the box, but it's all the way at the Sandlot.
You
right.
know what? Yeah, y'all got it. Whatever. Sandlot my ass.
We're still on the playground. That's all that matters.
But 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 in general though, like I think a lot of animes today are kind of short lived and they're kind of rushed through with no good type of character development or plot. Um like Demon Slayer for one, yeah, you know, I think Demon Slayer is only successful because of the fighting scenes. That's in my honest opinion. There's no real character development for any of these guys other than the main character. Um, as opposed to animes from back in the day. Look at Yu Yu Hakusho. Look at Inuyasha, right? These were main characters where we got to see the development of them. I mean, the fight scenes were, you know, I would say it took forever to get to certain fight scenes that we were anticipating and we
That was
wanted
the
to see, but
90s. Oh God, Jesus
Mhm.
Christ. Oh, that. Yeah.
I
I
can't
agree
agree with
though.
that. I can't agree with
What?
that.
Hold on one second.
What?
I can't agree with that
Why?
because Demon Slayer actually does have more character progression than we're giving it. Um
It does
let's
have it.
let's look the face. The face, Don,
It has
is
it.
killing me.
I think it has it. But I can I resonate with what Pope is saying because I think like just outside of anime, like when we're talking about products and things that are made, like 90s stuff, like if you had a fucking microwave, a fridge, a fucking Nintendo fucking 364, the quality of how it was made has longevity to it. And I think a lot of the anime, a lot of the manga that was created at the time has that longevity. And I think that's where you get the big three. That's where you get the so much love for Dragon Ball Z. That's where you get like the Inuyasha and all Yu Yu Hakusho, like pulling from all these sources because there was such. It might have been new, obviously, because in context is which is super important. It came out before everything else because it had something has to start up the car to get you where you're going. But I think that was such a there wasn't such a fear of something getting canceled when you're writing it. And I remember I was talking to my friend the other day. I think a lot of people nowadays take for granted seeing your favorite thing on TV again. Because there was such a period of discontinuation, like Zatch Bell never came back.
Oh, Zatch
The
Bell.
Robot Show with the twins never came back. Air Gear never came back. Freaking I can think of so much stuff anime wise that just never came back. But maybe was finished in another country, was finished just written. So I agree. Like there is a longevity aspect to stuff, and I think now there is a we have to just get it done. We have to get it done. And I'm not saying there is no character development. I'm not saying that because Jujutsu Kaisen, oh, my child, it ended way too early. There are a lot of things that did not. So I'm not gonna sit here and say that you know what I mean. But I do think like in terms of like a character getting from point A to point B to point C, that was more of a older thing, and now it's kind of like the characters getting to point A to point B, and we're missing a couple of the steps. And I know a lot of people nowadays just have short attention spans. Like people can barely watch a 1 minute TikTok. So it's like if you're not feeding these things to these people, they're not going to be able to, which I think is just once again as a writer, I think it's super lazy. Not as the people making it, I think it's lazy as the viewer because the fact that you just can't put some things together by yourself, it turns me off because I like to think. I like using my brain, but I also know everybody doesn't have a good brain or common sense. So I get that, and I think that's where you're just trying to make it easier to get to finish the story. I think that's why we are in this period of lack of longevity and but just repeating a lot of stuff. But BGM,
Well,
you disagree.
well, call me a simple hoe because I just want my brain to be turned off. Okay, I want to sit there sometimes and just watch a good fight.
Oh,
But what I'm saying though, when it comes to the Demon Slayer thing, is I'm not. It's taken a little minute, and I will. There is character development. I'm not saying all
yeah.
the characters have character development,
No.
but the biggest one right now that's about to come up is um Zenitsu. Zenitsu's about to have a huge
Gonna
character
lock in.
development.
Gonna lock in, my boy.
Right, and I'm excited for that. I'm so excited for that. So excited for that. But actually you said something though, Don, that kind of leads into my next question. And the question is from VoidRacon.
Oh, shout out to Boyd.
Yeah, shout out Void, and again, shout out Lowly, and shout out Sir Deco for all these questions. What anime left you with more questions than answers after watching it?
That's a good question.
That's a really fucking good question. Oh. I don't even think I ever even think about that. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to answer this question right, but my brain is just going to do this math, so just follow me. Sometimes when you write stuff and then you make a show, you know, Harry Potter is such a great example. You know, there was a consistent war of like, the book is this, the show is this, the movie's this. And a lot of people was like, the book is do, they skipping over the do. And the movie people like, well, we don't give a fuck because it's do. So I think in anime, a lot of times, it's like not a lot of people read, and then when we're watching something, normally you would expect what you're reading to be in the anime. So color me surprised when I watched Tokyo Ghoul and they were skipping over a lot of the shit. And as if I did not watch, if I did not read, I would have A, never known that, B, had a shit ton of fucking questions watching that, and C, I would have just been really fucking confused. Like, it's so much, and I think that's why a lot of people are saying we need a remake, because the manga has so much context to it. It's super important to understand what's going on in general for anything that you're reading, because how can we understand these two people are fighting or this character is doing these types of things if we don't understand, if we're missing pieces, right? And I had to, like, I literally just, I closed my laptop and I said, I'm not gonna watch this anymore. Because it really made me mad, because I'm like, this is Tokyo Ghoul, the manga is not, like, for me the best thing I've ever read, and I like went home and I blogged about it and I told my mom. But it does have like a lot of good, amazing aspects to it that I think a lot of people would that appreciate it. Like shit, the fucking opening is like one of the fucking biggest openings of anime ever. Like that is a testament to how great people liked it. But a lot of people don't like it, especially in season 2, because they skip over so much fucking shit. And I'm very thankful and like glad I like to read, but I also understand that like a lot of people like fucking read a manga. And that's okay too. Like you don't have to like some people just be like, I don't like to read side to side and up and down. It's not what I'm used to. I like to read this way. And I'm okay with colors, but like I'm not trying to do that. The same way people just be like, I don't like reading English subtitles. I like dub. So don't even put that shit on. I'm not gonna watch it. Which is real. So I understand that, and I think it's such a I don't want to say terrible thing, because also I acknowledge that like studios be like slaving these people like fucking hell. And once again, I'm not an animator, so I can't even imagine the load and hours and the amount of time it already takes to put into something. And when you get a lot of that time cut in half, and then you have fans harassing you and telling you to fucking kill yourself, like they fucking told Kubo to fucking die, when he wanted to fucking kill Byakuya, and I was like, y'all need to motherfucking relax. Like, if he wants to kill this character, the character's fucking dead. It's gonna add to the plot. Like, you have to trust that this man knows what he's doing. So I understand all of that and all the things, and using my brain, but like, if I didn't know all that or I wasn't giving a fuck about none of that and I watched it, I was like, this is fucking stupid. And I'm turning this shit the fuck off. So that was that's the one I would definitely say left me with like a lot of disappointment.
I have to I have to not disagree. I have to agree with that because definitely after I watched season one of Tokyo Ghoul and then watched season two, I was like,
You
how
like
in the
what?
world did they do this random time skip where this man don't know who he is? Everybody trying to get him to remember
Uh,
who he is. He a part of this whole organization. We don't know how he got into this organization.
it,
Like it didn't make sense.
it's such a it's a disappointment. And don't get me wrong, like when season two starts, like he doesn't know. But like eventually, like all of it comes to the surface and it all makes sense. But at no point do they like hit home about it. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how do you expect people to understand what the fuck is going on? Like, it's like, what the like? I feel like you are just shitting on what this man wrote. Like, I'm not saying once again, it's not. It might not be the best thing that people have watched or read, but like, it must really fucking suck if like you watching this thing, like you wrote this fucking thing, you proud of it, and everybody's like, I fucking hate this because it doesn't make fucking sense. Like that would fucking piss me off.
Yeah, understand that. Understand that. Mr. King, you got something else for us, good sir?
So I'm curious about something, right? How do you feel about anime fandom communities online?
Oh god.
Ooh, what a question.
Oh.
Golly.
I have to like. This tells you I'm like so. I always like this. I'm very like and keep to myself. I don't want no problems with nobody. I know where I come from. I'm once like BGM let y'all know I'm from New York City. We can go. I know y'all have a lot of things to say about us, and that's okay.
Oh,
But
I'm
we're in
from
a
Brooklyn.
I'm
They
about to
better
say
not have
King
anything
from New
to
York too.
say. Better
King
not
from
got
New
nothing to
York
say,
too.
gang. Playing
oh
with
God.
gang, stand up.
and
Stop playing with it.
and listen, I'm
Great
from Baltimore, so it ain't
night.
that far. It's a hop, skip, and a jump away. We understand y'all.
Y'all are
Just saying.
um, a complete different level. A lot of lost vowels, but y'all are a different level of crazy than me.
Up. Almost
That is
choked.
diabolical.
Almost choked.
But
That was
um,
wrong.
I just hate when people take the fun out of fucking shit. So I'm like, I like to have fun. Like I might be quiet and stuff. I like to fucking have fun, watch fun, and like just be immersed in like I get a high from watching people like do what they do as creatives. Like it inspires me, it thrills me, it makes me want to be better. But I hate when people like just attack people online about it. Like the anime community, especially towards black people, is so fucking vicious. I have to talk my goddamn shit. Like to cosplayers, like you can't fucking cosplay a white fucking character if you fucking black. And I'm just like, who the fuck gives a fuck? This outfit isn't even fucking real. You mad because you got a bust down today? Like you sound fucking crazy. Like fucking just so many Byakuya can't be black. It's just so many characters that can't be black. And I don't
Yeah,
like
he
it's just
will be.
so fuck it's so much fucking shit. Like just being black in the anime community, I think is just so hard. And I commend all of us, but especially more so like people that like do it big, that's to y'all that are getting so many different audiences. Like I commend y'all for I use this lightly because YouTube. The amount of patience that y'all will have and are having when you deal with it, because it can be frustrating. And I was on Twitter today, just scrolling. Elon's Twitter is truly something in this day and age. And this guy, he's an animator. I think he worked on Castlevania, a couple of projects. I'm just a Street Fighter. So I'm loving it. Of course, I follow him, and he was just talking about cosplaying fucking Spider-Man and um so many people just started attacking him, talking about you just look like it was just so fucking chaotic. And you would have thought this person talk shit about somebody's mama. And of course that is a reason to smack somebody. I believe in God and I'm not always a jump the gun person, but if you talk about somebody's mama, you have to expect to get your ass whooped. So you would have thought they did that, and it's just they literally just talked about this nigga trying to fit into his cosplay, and I had to like type on Twitter checks notes about Spider-Man. Like, what happened to touching grass outside? Like, I know we got the phones, and a lot of people think the 5G is messing with our brain waves, but God motherfucking damn, y'all, like, where I come from, you say something like that to somebody, there was no Twitter or nothing like that. You said that to somebody, you got your ass whooped. Like, we lost the art of getting your ass whooped about talking, like, doing these things.
Yes, we actually have.
And I have a lot of self-control. So when people do stuff to me, I thank God for my character development. So I have a lot of control over the things I say and the things I do, but like the things they say to these people that enjoy anime or really say to us that enjoy anime that are blurs is like insane. And then they wonder why we have BlurCon, why we have DreamCon, why we have these like they're not exclusive because everybody is welcome, of course. But why we have these black censored anime spaces, and it's because so many of us go through fucking social media that has emboldened these losers. I'm gonna call them what the fuck they're losers, LOSER if they can spell, like that just take the time out of the day to ruin somebody's joy. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
You hate yourself that much to just come on here and just say you look like a dumb fat piece of shit, you darky, like, oh. Now if they find you and whoop your ass, don't come back on here and think we gonna help you because I'm gonna say hit them again. Like, this is ridiculous. So that's my hot take on it. It does really, really bother me, and then it's just so frustrating, especially wanting to start cosplaying. Um, it is really frustrating and stuff like that. It makes people be like, oh, I might be too big to do this, or I might be too this to do this. It's like cosplay is not about that. It's like you can fucking be a goddamn skinny motherfucking Escanor. We know Escanor's brolic as shit, but you want to be Escanor today, and that's okay. We know Princess Peach is skinny, but shit, she might have to be thick today too. The fuck? Naruto could be a woman or a guy. I don't give a fuck. As long as you get the fucking shit. Listen. When I see it, all I give a fuck about is if I can look at you, understand who you are. If I can look at you and get it, I don't give a fuck if you a roly poly oly or a goddamn quick bug. Just get the shit right. That's all I care about.
I love that you even pinpointed on that because two things. One, there was a woman who I want to say on the Clock app, she would cosplay as Hinata, and she was a black woman.
Mm.
And it got to a point where people would always be like, Hinata isn't black. That's what they would say. So she literally, to combat that in the most respectful way, made a song where you kept hearing her go, Hinata isn't black, Hinata isn't black, Hinata isn't black, Hinata isn't black. She gonna be black today. She gonna be black today. And I 100% agree with that. And on the other hand of it, the body portion of it that you just brought up, my mother, by the way, shout outs to Oreo the Duchess because she got my mother to go ahead and cosplay for the first time 2 years ago. Okay.
Oh my god.
And she cosplayed as Poison Ivy. Full makeup and everything. She had all green facial makeup, all that. And but my mother wants to cosplay as Wonder Woman so bad. She wants to cosplay as Wonder Woman. And like that's the only true cosplay she wants to do. But the thing is, my mother is a thick, curvy woman. And and because Wonder Woman is a skinny mini, no offense to none of the skinny minis out there, But
Okay,
because
it's not.
Wonder Woman is a skinny mini, my mother is is like, I need to lose weight before I go ahead and do that. And I tell her all the time, no, you don't. You need to
Right.
just cosplay. Because at one point, I wanted to cosplay Minato.
Period.
And and then, and I haven't. I still want to. I still want to. But back then, during that time, I
Uh,
was so weight conscious. I'm a big guy. I admit it. I know I'm a big
period.
guy. But like
That's
I
the big
was there you go. Hey, that's why we got our own season. Just saying. But
applications sent out.
well, you see his handle, so if any of y'all want
I'm
Don,
joking. Oh,
okay.
I'm joking.
Don't say stuff that you don't start something you can't finish,
I
man.
asked the person, don't send me anything. I'm gonna look at you like a creep. Um,
Yeah, but you know, it's the fact of
it's not.
I wanted to be mean. I wanted to cosplay as Minato, and I even at one point was like, I'm not as small as Minato.
Mhm,
I'm never gonna be as small as Minato. Um,
mhm,
if I try to order any of the stuff that could make me Minato, that could turn me into Minato, I I was like, I'm not going to be able to fit it, so it doesn't matter. So I need to lose weight too.
mhm.
And like I said, one point, me and my mother were in agreement of it.
Right.
But then again, shout out to Oreo the Duchess. She kind of taught me that like it don't matter. It's just about enjoying yourself and having fun. So
I agree.
when I first cosplayed for the first time, it was, and I haven't done another cosplay, but I have another one that I want to do.
Yeah.
But when I cosplayed for the first time, I just did a basic Pokemon Arceus trainer.
Um,
And but it was easy, you know what I mean? And people
mhm.
recognized who I was, not completely. They recognized my wife more, but they they recognized who I was, and
Hard work, you don't fucking know way, yeah.
that part. So like it was, it really made me go, okay, it doesn't matter who I want to cosplay, as long as I want to cosplay it. Like my next cosplay that I want to do, which I haven't started on it yet because we don't know the next con we're going to, but the next cosplay I want to do is Senku from Doctor Stone.
Oh, yay!
I
Oh,
want to
that would be so
I want to do
bro.
Senku. So like,
Great.
you know, it's I'm so glad that you brought up the fact of not just being black in the cosplay anime community and space, but also the weight shame that comes with it as well. So
It's
thank you
important.
for that.
It's no, it's like it's important to me because like yeah, I work out, but you know, like everybody doesn't. Just everybody's different, and I it makes me mad when people don't want to do stuff because other people are making them feel that way. And I've always been like that, like, and I can get really, really like rowdy about it, especially with my friends, because I don't want. Life is too short for somebody to make you feel like shit. Like people lose their lives over that. Like, and I'm not
Mm-hmm.
talking about attacking the person that does it. I'm talking about like people lose their lives because people make them feel like shit, and it's not okay. It's not cool. It's not all right. And yes, yes, if you're really, 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 really great, you can make money off of cosplaying. I have seen it, but a lot of the time, we are paying for these cons, or people paying for these cons to literally just go and just be around people that do it,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't even want to fucking do that because somebody's fucking nasty nose, ugly, dumb ass, busted tooth, broke back mountain, looking like a piece of crack ass child is sitting on the internet harassing you because they don't want you to do their favorite character. Well, you need to go find another fucking one then. That's what you need to go motherfucking do. Because if Minato's gonna be big and Minato was that swift, because he was motherfucking big. I guess that's just his truth. The fuck? And that's just what it's gonna motherfucking be. Like, period. It is what it is. And if you don't like it, you can kiss my motherfucking ass. And I would like to see your mother dressed up as Wonder Woman. Make sure you show her this clip. And I would like to see it on TikTok because I'm waiting for it now. Because I want to see it. Period.
Yeah. I agree with you.
As long as she got the fucking do and the lasso, I'm gonna say that's Wonder Woman. She ate that. That's it.
So before we continue, I wanted to say, and this is not just to this is for me and for Don and for the chat. I was waiting for you to hit a do. I was waiting. I don't know what took so damn. We are 2.5 hours into this damn podcast, and you are finally hitting a do. I was waiting for a do, okay? Because they pop up, and if y'all don't understand what I mean, when Don don't know how to say certain words or don't know what to say, he makes up do, okay? So, so I was waiting. I was waiting. Oh my god, I was waiting. Sir Deku actually had a hot take. He said, in Attack on Titan, Eren can see into the future but is unable to change it. If seeing the future means your actions always align with what you saw, does free will still exist? And if not, whose will are you following? Your own or something greater?
That's such a spiritual Christian question.
It really is. Great question, Sir Deco. Thank you.
Federico, you need to like just text me on the side. And just I love these conversations with people. Just like find me on Discord and we could just talk about this all day. Because I love like the best way to know me is just like have these types of conversations with me. Because like yeah, I'm a whole bunch of stuff, but like my brain loves like it loves to think. It loves to think, and I mean, yes, Eren knew. Okay, this is later. Yes, Eren kind of knew it, but like he knew everything that was going to happen. But he also had like some form of influence. Like there was a little bit, right? And that's like, and I want that to just, I'm going to hang that up there. Like he had a little bit, not much, right? Because he can't fully control people's actions and shit. Like he can like obviously talk to the, once he realizes he can do it, then he can do it. So like once he realized he can do it, then eventually he talked to his dad and he was like, you need to motherfucking eat this lady. And then she was like, oh, then his dad was like, oh my God, I gotta eat this lady because my son is telling me all this shit. And then he does, yes. And then obviously everything happens and boom. And then also once we get to the end, like this is something he inevitably wants to lose, right? Like he doesn't. Yes, he wanted to do all the stuff. He does most of it, but inevitably he could have taken these people out at any point in time. Could have killed them all and all of that. We all done that. We all that watched it should understand and have some form of that. So yes, he could do it. He didn't do it. He understood it. All that. I think in life there is. I think we're all called to do something higher than what we may think we're supposed to do. I think we all have a life's work. I can't tell you what that is. I can't instill in you what you need to go and do and find that. I think life will show it to you in your face. You can go ahead and decide if you want to do that or not. And I have just gone through life, and when I'm watching anime, and when especially when if God has not spoken to me and say, "This is what the fuck you supposed to do," it's definitely like when he just told me how to write and teaching people. Like I truly get such a I don't know, high is just not the word, but it's like I can get up and do this every day. I can get up here and teach these fucking kids every fucking day, even when they piss me the fuck off. Like I can do this, and when we're looking at like Eren, like having that little bit of influence, it's like if we could see the future, like if I could see the future and I'm like doing this and I'm like, okay, well, this is how it kind of goes. It's like the little bit of influence, which is what he does with his dad, is like the little bit of influence you have out of like 1,000 variables is like to change that one thing. Like that one thing Eren changed is how everything happened. Like that little thing with his dad. And I think that is such an important part of life. Like everybody says the journey, and you know, on our most depressed days, I don't fucking believe it. But like once you make it through all your shit, you be like, oh, it really is true. But like the journey is so important. The journey is like such an anime thing, like of how you get to the end of like what these characters are going through, what we are going through, the journey of how we overcome, regardless of what we know is coming or not. Like we have to have a belief and we have to have a faith in whatever you believe. I believe everybody has to believe in something. That's my listen. I don't know if that's a hot take or not. I believe everybody needs to believe in something. Because if you believe in a motherfucking tree, because you were starving and that tree dropped that apple to you when you was at your hungriest, and you said, "Oh my God, thank you, Mr. Tree. I'm gonna come here every day and pray to you." And somehow, because of Mother Nature, you get a tree every day. Then hey, man, I'm not gonna judge on you on what you believe because clearly that tree is doing what you want. But I do believe everybody has to believe in something. And I believe that God does have control, but I also believe that God has an ability to. We have free will. We have free will because of God. Like if God, I'm just going in such a fucking religious world, but like if God didn't give us free will, then we wouldn't be able to do what we want to do, regardless if God knew what was going to happen. So we have to. It's such a philosophical thing, but like you have to like believe in God and what God has for you, while also believing in yourself and what you want out of life and where you want to go at the same time. That religion.
No, that was great. That was great. That was great. And Sir Deco, thank you so much for your question. Yes, thank you for your hot take. That was very well thought through. Very, very well thought through. Very thoughtful question. Very thoughtful question. Um King, you got anything else for us, good sir?
No, I don't.
Well, I'm not 100% sure whether Don is streaming tonight. He might not because he's been on here.
I'm gonna eat and I'll see y'all at 9 or whatever. Whatever. Fucking over.
So, I guess you think we should go ahead and get ready to wrap it up, Pope, and go to our rapid fire questions?
Think we should. That might not be a bad idea.
All righty. First off, let me just quickly say thank you to everybody who did give us a question to ask. Voidricon, Serdico, and Lowly. We appreciate all of you. Thank you. But yeah, we're gonna you know what? We'll go with mine first. I think we should, because you gonna think with Popes. I'm gonna just let you know that now.
I also
The
need
disrespect.
always had to leave at this part of the show. So I don't know what the fuck is supposed to fucking happen.
Yeah. Get ready. All right. So my first. So the way we're gonna do this is we have rapid fire questions. We're both gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna ask you a question first, and then Pope's gonna ask you a question. We have 3 questions each. Okay. And you just answer them to the best of your ability. But again, remember, these are rapid fire questions. You gotta answer them as fast as you can. All right.
Okay.
So my first question is, what anime do you believe really carries on the No, sorry. Do you believe that the power of friendship in an anime show is actually as bad as people make it out to be?
No.
Beautiful. King?
Whose beard do you think is better? Master Roshi, Blackbeard from One Piece, or your beard?
Blackbeard.
Okay. All right. What anime should be turned into a video game, and what would you do?
Which anime should be turned into a video game? I think a great one would fuck man. D Grayman should be a video game. Why? Because D Grayman is a triple OG shonen. A really, really great story about killing demons and stuff. If you like Bleach and Yu Yu Hakusho, it's kind of meets you in the middle. The manga's still going, even though the writer be sick sometimes. Just go ahead and read it.
Okay.
If there was an audition for an anime role, who do you think would make it? You or your beard?
I would hope motherfucking me. PGM, please.
Oh God. Stop, please. Don't laugh. Stop. You're ruining everything with your laugh. Stop. Just don't laugh. Oh God. Okay. All right. This is gonna be the big one. Who do you think will win, Sailor Moon or Goku?
Sailor Moon, period. A lot of people just think that just because Goku could blow up a planet, that Goku was the baddest in the game. But I think there's more to a fight than just being able to blow up a motherfucking planet. And that girl has reality warping abilities. So she's gonna go ahead and take that TR off and blast him into the Nesphere.
You just made someone very happy in this chat. I just want you to know that.
Diabolical. Diabolical.
You made someone very happy in this chat.
All right. Now, who has more mean character energy? You or your beard?
I'm gonna go with the beard. Clearly, the beard is. So we're gonna go with the beard.
The beard has main character energy. I freaking love it. Well, everyone. First off, as you all know, I do the outros. I want to say thank you to everyone who has joined in today. You all are a fantastic audience as always. Big shout out to Little Nerdy Zaylen for the raid yet again. He is amazing. And thank you for all the nerdies that came in and that also stayed. If you are still here and you have not followed yet and you enjoy these anime, video game, and comic book conversations, please drop a follow. We would love to have you. And also please join the Discord. We have been having some lovely debates on Discord about a little bit of everything. So please join the Discord. Also join the and follow us to get a little bit of a power up. Lastly, I want to say a big thank you and a big shout out to our special guest today, Donathan, who has given us some honestly really good insight and really good and thoughtful conversation on anime. Don, thank you for being here. Really do appreciate you.
Thank y'all so much.
Yes, you have been
my
amazing.
Like was super excited when you asked me. It's like, oh my god, we're not gonna do something anime related. So like we are truly happy to be here. Shout outs to you both. I'm gonna take my time to say this. Shout outs to you both for like starting this, for taking your time out your day to make sure the intro looks nice, for going on TikTok and just doing all what you need to do over there. That's why I go over there and support y'all and share it in my stories and all of this, because I believe in this space. I believe in what you guys are talking about, regardless of if it's a hot take or not. I think you guys are doing the amazing, amazing work that other people younger than you guys or older, whatever the fuck, that wants to start something or do something on their own will be inspired to go ahead and go forth and do. And clearly that shows, because you guys done already motherfucking made it to affiliate. Shout out to motherfucking app. Y'all did that shit in a whole motherfucking week. That is some shit that I ain't motherfucking seen. And some motherfucker got a big motherfucking following. And know you guys are some big deals. You guys are gonna be even bigger. And I cannot wait to see you guys at a con. You guys are on stage talking about a whole lot of shit. And I'm quietly sitting in the back, not trying to be near people. So
We'll be pulling you up. Don't worry about that.
no.
Don't worry about that. You'll definitely be up on the stage. And if you're not on the stage, you're going to be one of those ones that's sitting in the audience with a microphone. But thank you. Definitely. Pope, you got anything that you wanted to add?
Just thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for taking the stage here with us. We definitely do appreciate it. Your insight is definitely valuable. Um, and one thing, definitely for the future, man, I'm looking forward to doing some streams with you, a few collabs.
Oh,
Definitely jumping on some Marvel's Rivals. I know I missed you last night, but I've got,
everybody,
of course, my Wi-Fi isn't being great, so it's okay.
don't worry about it, Pope. Everybody was talking big shit, and I was the only motherfucking fucking rivals. I know why you didn't jump on. I said, damn, everybody was talking shit in the motherfucking chat, and now I'm on. Ain't nobody motherfucking here. But I
Is
appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all for the comment.
Don, where can they
yeah,
find you,
man.
good sir?
I'm not gonna tell you where to find me on the Clock app, but I am gonna. You can find me because that just goes against everything that my anxiety is telling me to do. So you can go ahead and find me on Twitch. I am going to be streaming in at 9 my time, which is CST. That is at Donathan, DONNOTHAN, DONNATH. Ooh, child, I can't even spell. DONNOTHAN. Don't put me in no spelling bee. I can barely do it. Thank y'all so much. That's where you can find me, and we're playing Final Fantasy tonight, so that should be fun.
Yes, so please, if you all have not gone and followed Donathan, please go and follow Donathan. You will have such a great time. I will tell you, Pope and I will be up in there 185,000%. And enjoying life. Enjoying life. It's gonna be so much fun. So much fun. But with that, everyone, we appreciate you all being here. Thank you for anybody who has joined, and thank you for anybody who is willing to join. Of course, please, please, please join in on the Power Up Pair podcast, so that way you can get a little power up. All right. With that, we are going to talk to y'all later. We will see you all next Thursday for another Power Up Pair podcast, where you will see just lovely me and lovely Pope. All right, y'all. Peace.